or you just need a little bit of a refresher as to what's going on in our campaigns, you can find that information over on our fandom wiki. There you'll find info about our PCs, our NPCs, and write-ups of all of our past episodes. But if reading isn't really your thing, you can also find arcs of our campaigns summarized in neat little 10-minute videos over on our YouTube, where you can also catch all of our past broadcasts. Thanks so much for watching, and welcome in! Ding!
Dice Dragon, just use the code, get 10% off your first order. Shop today. New adventurers will get some things like a sticker pack with 3 stickers, free downloadable PDF adventure, a free mystery dice set. It's so sick. Hold on to your skull, cause it might split. Skull Splitter at dice.com. Hurry now, bring some new dice home. Dice.com. Hurry now, bring some new dice home.
Don't self-deprecate at the breakfast table.
You put that down right now!
We don't live forever, it just has to exist longer than I do. The fucks I give are over there.
Coffee can be weird sometimes.
Okay, well,
I am going to be a nightmare if this continues. Come kill me like a man, you cuckold!
I'm Peach. Hello, Moon. We're both objects. I cast Meat Shield.
I brought a guest. You don't have good ears, and I said,
oh, she's immune. Fuck you, me! Your mother.
Hello! Fuck off! Hi, everybody! Hey, how's it going?
Hi, audience! Welcome in, welcome in!
Wow, what a crazy day.
what's happening?
Oh my god, good to see you all. Welcome, welcome. You're here for Conundrum Company. Episode 91. Good lord, we're pushing the hundreds. Holy shit.
What is that, nonagenarians?
Probably. I don't know. I don't know anything about
I know
that.
octogenarians is 80.
Then
Nonagenarian makes sense.
I think it's nonagenarian, but I've never called anyone that. So we're 91.
Yay! We can drink now. We're gonna get into our right. 91 is the drinking age for America.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like.
Because our culture's backwards.
Yeah.
Sean, you're correct.
Yes.
Win, big
finally.
win.
Can you say it again?
Sean, you're correct.
Yeah. Sorry.
Is that the first time Bun's ever said that?
I think so. I gotta drop a banner, but it might be stuck.
Go ahead and clip it.
A marching band goes by in the background.
It's the first time I've ever felt so validated on screen.
Someone clip him.
All right. All right. Announcements?
Yeah, we have those, and we're gonna do them now before we start our show. This good show that we do. Parker, over to you. I mean, Josh, over to you.
Yeah. To answer the question in chat, it's Josh cosplay day. It's cosplay your DM day over on What? Hi guys. If you're looking for our schedule, you can check out our social medias. It's over on Instagram and Twitter. The first week of the month, we go ahead and put that out there. But if you guys are curious what we have in the next week, tomorrow at 7 p.m. you can join us for Roundtable. Super Dylan is being our GM for that again. And they're taking everybody through a game called Bunch of Little Guys. I'm really excited. The cast looks really, really great. You guys should check it out. Then we also have the Atom List on Wednesday. And then we're back with Off the Rails on Friday and Conundrum Company on Saturday. So
hell yeah.
Pretty full week.
A week we have. Thank you, Parker. And of course, none of this could happen without our fantastic sponsors over at
Skull Splitter Dice.
So,
Guys, Skull Splitter Dice, not only do they sponsor our programs, you saw the commercial before we ran this show, they also sponsor a giveaway, which is going to be drawn at the end of this next week. So the 30th, I think that's Conundrum Company, right? Yeah, Parker just did that. So we'll be drawing that at the end of this month. Remember, it's open during the break. Followers get 1 entry, subscribers get 2. If you're going to subscribe to it retroactively, no. Do it beforehand because it's not retroactive. Fucking Sloan!
No!
They've ruined me.
Well,
so anyway, guys, go check out Skull Splitter in the meantime. Get in on the giveaway during the break. It's for a skull mug filled with 100 dice. Sean, over to you.
I would like to talk about our charity for this month, which is, as everyone knows and loves to say, the National Asian Pacific American Women's Forum. A fantastic organization. Thank you, Josh, for joining me on that. A fantastic organization that helps Asian Pacific women in their communities, helping their voices become strengthened and more empowered. So if you'd like to help that cause, there is a big button below our stream labeled donate. Go ahead and click on that. It'll take you directly where you need to go for all of that fantastic information and the link to go directly to the donation options. And give them all your money is my usual spiel. I just request that you give them your life savings, or if you've had a bad thought about yourself in the past 24 hours, Josh, go ahead and give them $5. I'm talking to all of us.
All of us, yeah.
That's at least $20.
Damn it.
Which is all of our life's earning across all of us.
All Joshes have one shared account.
All 6 of us have a total of $20.
We have a 6-way joint account.
No money.
Josh fund.
Holy shit. Thank you, Sean.
So just joshing around money.
Oh my god.
That's beautiful. All right, guys. Are there any other announcements? Anything people want to share?
Hey. We love you.
That's Adam's line.
I love you.
I know. Josh wanted to say it today.
Oh.
This Josh speaks in the third
Doesn't
person
sound right
sometimes.
coming from me, does it? It's kind of gross.
Stop it.
Are we the different, like, is this like the Raven episode where we split into the different, like, spectrum of, like, what's happening?
It's Evermore? Yeah.
Yeah. We're
We have
all
to
the
pick one of
different
Josh's emotions to represent.
Yeah, we're all the different emotional spectrum of Josh.
Oh, we don't need to get into that now, but I'm very curious what you represent.
Hunger.
All whole emotion is angry.
I'm rage. Okay.
Nice.
Guys, are we ready to play a little bit of D&D?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you want to do that?
That's what
It's better than my idea.
Oh, your idea was pretty good. We rejoin our heroes within their rooms at the Windward Lodge as they rise from a long rest. 6 days prior, the party had found themselves ruminating over their next move. The gang had elected to seek out guidance from Weejoss herself, leveraging Sunshine's divination powers to draw answers from the goddess. The process was exhausting and took 5 days, but the group came away with considerably more clarity regarding the artifacts of Nox and how they might enter his domain. 3 possible ways into the halls of Nox had been defined: wielding Death's End in Sharmenoth, repairing the gate on the Astral Sea, or joining Weejoss in the Null and leveraging Nox's own assault on the space. The party had also discovered that the complete sway of the artifacts of Nox took some time to set in, and that likely the blade would be needed in some way to complete this task. As Mortin and Balder aided Sunshine in their endeavor, Demi and Zahl set about finding a way to get into the Astral Sea. Zahl had seemingly figured out a new spell that would allow him to shift into specific planes. However, this would require a tuning fork connected to the target plane. Demi, the resident expert on harmonics, offered to help, and the 2 of them traveled to the harmonic plane. Focusing on the sounds around her, Demi was able to shift the location of her hall so they could see countless masses of harmonics, each seemingly coinciding with a plane. Using this new vantage point, Zahl was able to tune the forks for both the prime material plane and the Astral Sea. Reconvening on the 5th day, the group set about preparing for an exploratory trip to the Astral Sea, though not before pausing to take part in the Needfest celebrations, springing up all over the city. For the year had come to its end, and the week-long celebration of feasting and giving had begun. The party broke apart, completing their own acts of giving throughout the city as Mortin set about preparing the group a hearty feast. Well armed with information and full bellies, the party had finally turned in for the night. It is now the 2nd day of Needfest, as we near the end of 591 CF. You find yourselves all rousing from your rooms in the Windward Lodge, but that is not where our story today starts.
Uh-oh.
What?
Good.
Big stink?
Oh, good.
Peach.
Oh.
Yeah.
A blinding, searing light fills your vision, familiar having passed through this way recently before. Your heart still pounding, your wounds open as you tumble from this multicolored marble pillar, the one that you had crossed through a few hours ago, or less than that likely. But you find yourself falling forward now into the room that you had originally left. Beside you is a dark-maned leonine figure in full plate armor to your right, wounded and unconscious. To your left, a blonde-haired woman with a long braid that hangs over her shoulder. She tumbles next to you, also quite badly beaten but still conscious. Clutched in your hand is a foot-by-foot piece of stone. It's the stone that you entered the vault in the elemental temple of evil to retrieve. As you glance around, roll a perception check for me.
I'm so good at that. 7.
A 7! Great.
Peach!
Excuse me while I slurp tea like a monster. You glance up, looking around you, and it takes a moment. Your eyes are still trying to adjust to the dark, dark light of this room around you. There is only a light, shimmering hue of blue, red, green, white, and brown radiating off of the strange marble pillar that you have passed through that is filling the room around you. But as you begin to adjust your eyes, hooded figures are approaching from all around, several dozen at least. And as you scrutinize a little more, dull, eerie blue lights leak from various openings within their hoods.
Okay. They look over to Dravosi.
I
get out of here. They're gonna pick up Didasco, Teach.
Okay.
At the and they have the okay. I'm so sorry. I'm stressed and I'm looking at my old character.
I'm sorry, I just completely 180 pivoted away from anything anybody was expecting and threw a random character that hasn't been touched in forever at you, so I apologize for that.
They give Dravosi the stone. Say, I don't know how to get this out of here, but they can't have it.
Very well. God, I'm spent.
Can you fly? Have you flown today?
No. I could try and fly.
Are there any ledges that we see that she could fly to?
Sure. As you are glancing around with that perception check, it is very hard to see. Yeah. It is a dimly lit room, a fairly large open cavern. You're sitting in the center of it up on this dais where there's pillar rests. As you glance around, you know there is the entryway that you came in from, and you see figures funneling in through that, kind of these numbers gaining around you, though many of them seemingly had been awaiting your return. I'll have Dravosi make a perception check as you look around as well. I could really use some dice here. That'd be great. I'm clearly all on it today. Dravosi says, there's a few openings higher up that might get us back to the 5th or 4th floors, but there are people coming through those as well.
Okay, first things first. Do you have any way of getting rid of that? And they touch the piece of the door from the Astral Sea. Can you get that?
There's one thing I haven't used yet. You'll have to keep them off of me for a moment. And she kind of shuffles back against the stone of this pillar.
Mm-hmm.
Glances at Didasco, who does at least seem to be stable, albeit unconscious. And you see her kind of kneel and begin to pull out little bits of feather and bones that you recognize to be a part of her method of engaging with her deific figure.
Okay. They will say to her as she starts to do this, "I've gotten so many letters from Zahl, maybe it can follow the same path back." And then they will cast Sending. to
Okay.
Zahl.
I'm gonna roll for divine intervention while you do this.
Okay, cool. Zahl, you hear sending a piece of the Astral Sea's broken door. I'll keep Dravosi safe. Keep my mother safe. I believe in you and I love you.
So
Pete?
you are just rising from your bed in the Windward Lodge. Like you're halfway putting your pants on.
Peach? Hello. Piece of door? Thank you? Where are you? We're about to go to the Astral Sea. Love you too. Be safe, please. Thanks.
Back in the Elemental Temple of Evil, the figures that are surrounding you have kind of come to a halt. Your group over the last few days has been harrying and tormenting them in this massive, immense complex that they don't have full grasp of. They've simply been utilizing it, similar, though you wouldn't have this context, Peach, to how it was being leveraged in the Kingdom of Shar. An enormous space that they do not need all of, but sufficient enough to conceal what they require to conceal. They know of your capabilities and are approaching cautiously, especially given the room you have just exited and with what you are carrying.
Mm-hmm.
Behind you, Dravosi is murmuring quietly.
Peach has their longsword, Caesura, drawn. Oh, God! We really got fucked. Okay, Dravosi. After you send that, if it works. We're in the the bowels of this.
You are
We've been
6
going
stories down
Yeah.
in the Elemental Temple Evil. And this place is less stories than a series of cascading warrens and chaotic complexes, some of them massive templescapes. You've stumbled into huge, cavernous, empty rooms. You've come across large open cuts in the surface, seemingly plummeting into nothing with bridges spanning them. This complex is immense and ancient, and not entirely mapped. And you are deep within this structure. It's taken you days to get here. Make a survival check for me.
22.
The one advantage you have going for you is that the similar complexity that baffles you of this space, you have used to elude the Brotherhood before. If you can break away from these figures, you might be able to find respite.
Dravosi, I can get away and I can take Didasco, but I'm not doing that until I know you're safe.
Just a moment, I can feel it taking. And as you watch, suddenly this sort of strange scroll unfurls, seemingly out of nowhere, almost manifesting directly underneath this slab as it sits before her. It kind of rolls outwards, becoming less of a translucent and into a physical shape. It shimmers slightly, and then it rolls shut over the stone and disappears.
Okay, go. He's going to... Sorry. They're holding Didasco. He's unconscious. They're going to point upward. Do we see any of those openings that maybe someone isn't entering through, that they haven't discovered a passage yet that we have used to get here safely?
One more perception check for me.
I'm stupid!
I will give you assistance as Dravosi kind of immediately steps up, not even glancing at what has occurred, and attempts to aid you.
13.
Okay. You do see up to the far left, off probably about 40 feet up the wall, there is one of those openings cut. They are very, very strange. They're like balconies, but there is no railing. It's just an opening in the side of this dark cliff face with a sort of ledge that has been rounded out.
Okay. They point there. You go, I'll follow.
She nods, and you see as those radiant golden wings unfurl, she hits the ground and takes off towards that space. There are shouts, and you see and hear as crossbow bolts do begin to be fired. One does catch her in the foot. And... Sorry, I'm playing your character. She remains aflight.
Okay.
You hear a sort of... She grimaces and continues upwards, landing up on that balcony space.
Peach shoulders Didasco and just kind of hums under their breath, "Come now and follow me down." And this blue footprint appears in front of them with a little music note, very a la Demi, and they step on it and they dimension door to where Dravosi is.
Okay, you find yourself on this balcony, and seemingly as folks begin to move towards you, you see a few of these figures beginning to shift. They do have some magical means of conveyance, and Dravosi says, "Let's go, quickly."
Go.
And you run down the hallway, and we fade away. Zahl. A scroll unfurls directly on the floor before you as you've just sent this message back to Peach with no context and receiving no response. It furls open, and a large 1 foot by 1 foot stone slab with strange, intricate markings on it, and this almost orange scouring around the edge of it where it's been broken, is sitting at your feet.
I imagine Zahl is just standing there shirtless, just have buttoned his pants at this point, and it's just like, all right, yep, and just picks up the stone, puts it on the bed, puts the rest of his armor back on, and goes out to wherever we all decided to meet the night before with the stone in hand, and it's just like, yeah, this makes sense, apparently.
Okay, and it is a big, hefty piece of stone slab. It's quite thick, probably about 6 inches.
Yeah, okay, why were they? I'm not the strong one of the... God, okay. And picks it up, and it's like, I feel like wherever they're meeting, Zahl just walks in with a giant fucking stone slab in his arms. It's like, hi.
What?
Oh god, I couldn't move a step. I'm so goddamn stuffed from last night. That's crazy.
Pretty good stuff.
Waffles were so good, Mortin.
Oh man,
thank you.
What's up, Zahl?
It was great.
You're half naked.
I am half naked. Well, I put my... I'm just...
That's so normal, Zahl.
Yeah,
I'm
he found
new
out
here.
He didn't have to wear... Oh, sorry. Hold it. He found out that he didn't have to wear shirts, and he never went back.
Okay,
honestly,
but...
you got a good physique. I implore him to show it off. That's fine.
Hey, I appreciate that. Also,
what are you holding?
Okay, so Peach sent me a message this morning and was like,
I'm so
hey, we have a piece of the door in the astral sea. I'm gonna protect people. I'm gonna protect Dravosi and like protect my mom. And I was like, what? And then all of a sudden this unrolled. Josh, would I have any inclination of like that being Dravosi's god, since we knew who Dravosi's god was?
Yeah, there's an inkling of this connection to that deific power of this pursuit of knowledge being a
and like, question. You're saying a fruit gave you a piece of the door that we needed?
No,
what's
friend.
a peach?
Friend.
Oh,
it's a very good friend
peach,
of ours.
like the fruit, is
The-
an Genasi.
I understand.
Yes.
Yeah. So they were like, hey, here you go. And then I think Dravosi did something akin to like what I do, where I send messages. But this one was weird because it was like a scroll appeared and then unrolled, and then this was just sitting there. So I think their god was involved in some way. But anyway, I think this is a piece of the door. Maybe like the broken piece of the door that we needed to put in.
That we needed.
Probably.
Oh, the one that Leomund broke off.
I cannot confirm or deny that. I just got told it's a broken piece of the door.
Zahl
The
pleads
astral
the
sea
fifth.
that don't beat.
I
I was
cannot
like,
confirm nor deny.
That's the name of the episode.
It's just wildly disconnected from the other door we have to fix in the astral sea.
There's another door.
It's a back door.
There's this big door.
Turns
this
out there's an
little door.
Arby's in the astral sea. That's a broken
Have any
door.
of
we need
you
to
seen the
fix.
play Monsters Inc?
Ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo.
Very good.
Put that thing back where it came from. Also, help me.
I'm so sorry, Adam. I completely fucking shut that off for a bit. I'm so
Dude,
sorry.
It's so good. It's so good.
Oh, fuck.
That's my It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode name. Saul pleads the fifth.
The game pleads the fifth.
Peach all right?
I don't. Peach sounded a little panicked. I can't lie from what I got. But you know, it's Peach, and Peach is.
I
like
do
a
know
wall.
it's Peach. Yes.
There's like a wall that kills things in one hit. So
A wall that stands in front of other people and lets themselves get hit.
Okay, are they Genasi or are they a wall?
There.
I have painted their backside. I'm going to say both confidently.
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Yes, then lovely.
So you know how you hit like one of those big things with the fins over in the Tillen Vault? We didn't
Sure.
never put the name
Yeah.
for it. Like you hit like one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Peach hits like one of those and then keeps hitting like one of those repeatedly until the thing that they hit is gone.
They really don't.
So I watched you bisect 5 people in a row.
All I'm saying, Zahl, is if they're as strong as you say they are, I'm sure they're going to be fine.
Yeah. But they gave it to me. I don't know why they chose me of all people, but we have this. I'd like to go get dressed.
Sure.
Because Dravosi was sending it.
No. Zahl is.
Yeah, no one believes that.
I'm gonna wait for him to walk away and get dressed before she says something. So you're good.
Zahl's gonna I'm just gonna leave this with you guys while I go get. I didn't want to leave it like
on
under
the
10.
table. It's
Okay.
fine. And then Demi will side eye everyone. So, it's the girl he's interested in that sent it.
Yes.
Who?
He sent her multiple paintings and
You know.
letters and that sort of
So, okay, so this is Dravosi. That's what we're...
Mhm.
Got it. Okay, well, I mean, I imagine they're in a hell of a place if they found a piece of that door.
Oh goodness.
Button's like,
What?
I
So
also
I
think the
suppose
fifth.
we go like we were supposed to, and now we might have a way to open it. God forbid there's more than one piece.
I mean, I think that's a good idea, but are we bringing these artifacts with us? I suppose that's my question.
It's a good question.
No, best leave it here. Till we know it, we come back and get it, so it's safe. I'm the planner, the smart one of the group.
I don't know about that.
I defer to everybody
lost?
but myself. So, I have no fucking idea what's going on here.
We've decided we're not trying to use the artifacts, correct? We're just keeping them.
We aren't certain yet whether or not we will need to use Death's End.
Yeah.
We'll
So
have
maybe
to find
we
a
bring
different
it-
way.
We bring it in case. Maybe the fixing the door fixes the issue.
I'm confused. Didn't Liam say the door was broken before he took the piece out?
Yeah.
So putting it
believe
back
taking-
doesn't just fix it.
No.
Nothing's ever that easy, is it?
Okay.
Fuck.
So
all you have is the missing piece.
Missing piece.
it seems from what I can understand of this, it seems like we have the piece of the door that's broken as well as a key. Right?
Yes.
So I hate to be the one to add. It's bad. It's not good. But it's what we have, right?
Yes.
It's fair.
So I don't disagree with Morton's idea of checking it out and seeing what we can find, but
All right.
we gotta do
We
something.
go to the Astral Sea.
Don't need swim trunks.
I do.
What did I miss?
We're
What's the
going
plan?
to the Astral Sea.
We're going to the Astral
Oh.
Sea.
I thought
Also,
that-
you
Alex
got
throwing
it
it out
because
there
your
and
girlfriend
found
sent it to you.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, that makes
You're
sense.
not an elephant.
What?
I miss it.
There's like
Well-
3 conversations going on.
Fuck this.
Huh? All right, Rock. Put it in your bag or something.
She just holds
Good.
the bag out.
Shove
There
it.
you go.
Try to awkwardly fit it in different
How,
angles.
it's 1 foot by 1 foot, right? So yeah, it'll fit.
A little bit.
You
Right.
said 1 by 1?
Yeah, it is 1 by 1.
Yeah, it should fit.
Okay.
As long as it's not got any weird dimension-y bullshit on it.
It's just stone.
I'm surprised the bag splits open.
Stop it.
No, that would
bag.
actually take us to the Astral
That would
Sea.
take us
Good
there,
shit.
yeah.
That
would take us to the
would,
Astral Sea instantly.
Yes, but then
And
I
I
have to
saved my
find a
casting.
different.
It's incredible.
would
The
say,
bag now is the door.
We wouldn't even need that.
Buy a couple of bags of holding and just throw those at each other. No
Just-
Oh my god.
Buy a bag of holding, go up to the door, we pin one bag to the door, put the other one in it to blow a
Oh
hole.
Like
my
a
God.
whoopee cushion? What are you talking about?
Yeah, a
You
whoopee
blow
cushion.
up 2 whoopee cushions and slam them together, and then we did it.
No, we got a big fart.
It just makes an awkward rubber noise slapping together. That's all you get.
Stop.
Right.
Josh is like, if my
so
campaign
we're all-
was derailed by 2 bags of holding being thrown at each other, I'd end it. I'd be done.
That's
I
how
don't
it
have to
ends.
plan anymore. I just let you guys take the reins.
Right, so are we ready to head out?
Going to the Astral Sea.
Yes.
Sure.
Cool. Should we do this inside, outside? I don't know what's going to
It's your
happen when I
thing.
cast
Is it-
this.
Yeah, it's
Make
your
any
I have
magic.
no
difference?
clue. I have no clue what's going to happen when I cast
We don't
this,
live
so-
here.
This isn't our room.
If we trash it, fuck it. Who cares, right?
I don't think we're
It's
coming
okay.
back.
No.
I'm kidding.
All right, cool. And you see Zahl bring the take out the
Sauce is
anchor.
Ostis anchor?
My brain went blank. It's
It's
That big
Travasi.
old part of your backstory?
I'm pleading the fifth. Okay.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
my episode to plead the fifth. And he puts out in front of him, in like front of the group, and goes, "Okay, everybody needs to be holding this or touching on me and my shoulders, like I'm not trying to be weird, and just
That's
you have
exciting.
to be connected to me in some
We
way."
hold hands to teleport. Why are we? Just that's fine.
I'm
She
already
just grabbed
touching
it.
you.
Great.
Grabbing
And,
Zal's pole.
Zahl takes the tuning fork and puts it in between the blade of the anchor, and you all feel as the pole begins to start
My
You're
arms
just
are
not-
asleep.
and Zahl draws it out, and as he draws it away, as the Ostis anchor is
Need more
vibrating,
cowbell.
you all see as like everything around starts cracking, like it's almost fake, and it looks like it's cracked around as he casts plane shift, and he clips it on the edge of the anchor as he pulls it away, and as he does, he taps one of the cracks, and all of them fall, and it's wherever we're at now in the
Okay.
That's
in the-
fancy.
The glass, the sound of glass hitting the ground is slightly muffled. As the facade around you falls away, all around you, there is
Our
a
familiar
knee
faces.
worn out places.
I'm sorry. It was beautiful.
Bright and early for their daily races, going nowhere.
I'm sorry.
Nice. No, little Gary Jules up in here.
Good old Gare.
So tired.
You know, Care Bear?
As you as the glass
Yeah,
falls
really.
away with this kind of tinkling ringing of glass hitting the ground,
Ding-ling-ling.
the first thing you see as you look down at your feet, well, you don't see your feet. There's a thick they're gone. A thick fog obscuring up to your knees or even your thighs for some of the shorter members
Yeah,
of the
that fog's
party.
thick.
As you kind of shift your feet, fog does not seem to dissipate. You feel purchased beneath the ground, but you are unable to see any sort of surface. This silvery flowing mist coats the ground in every direction as you glance around, and clouds of it waft through the air. This strange dark purple hue cast out around you as this astral expanse forms a dome over your head, reaching into a horizon that never seems to end beyond your vision. There is very little around you, as you didn't indicate a specific location on the astral sea.
Yeah.
Very
Of
fair.
course not.
I
Which
don't know a
means-
specific location on the astral sea, so I can't.
Is there an
pick-
airport?
You have arrived
LAX.
We can get
in
in
front
the
of the
middle of the open. You stand here and are met by nothing but silence. This dull fog.
What happens?
Nothing. Just you make a noise.
Alone. Alone.
Are you making a SpongeBob SquarePants reference right now, you fuck?
Alone.
Future.
Jesus.
Sunshine,
I love you.
Yes.
isn't your god here somewhere?
Yes, he is.
Could be like, he's a big dragon, right?
Trying to
You have
write
any
it
Are
idea
you
what
asking if
door
we
is?
can hitchhike on my god?
I might be. Yes,
like-
we're in the
there's
middle
like
of
so-
nowhere.
There's like so much room for souls in here. I don't know what everyone's complaining about.
Oh no. Speaking of which, do we see any?
really quick, as one of the souls
Make a
that
perception
was
check.
here, it sucked. It sucked. It sucked. Don't. It's not what you think.
Okay, I'm just saying.
25.
At 25, as you cast your your kind of gaze around, glancing out, you do see these strange shadowy figures, the souls floating across, wafting through the mist almost aimlessly. But it is not as densely packed as those of you who have seen it nearer to the gate.
Hmm. Oh, interesting. So, obviously there are some poor lost souls, and they'll kind of gesture to the ones they see floating by.
Oh god.
There are more gathered near the gate. So, if we want to find the gate, we just find the more populous areas of souls. So if we start heading in a direction and there seem to be more people, that's a good sign.
And if there's a healing chest, we know that Josh is gonna kill us. Sorry.
Oh, look, a crate of ammo.
Oh, look at that.
You guys
look, a
missed
healing
the jump
potion.
boots. You missed the jump boots. So
Oh,
Oh
fuck,
my
I missed the
God.
jump boots. I always
Damn
miss the jump boots. Damn it.
Does there seem to
So-
be?
Go for it.
No, please.
No, I think we're gonna ask the same question.
both of you ask it at the same time. 3, 2, 1,
Does
go.
there seem to
Does there
be a
seem to
path
be
of
any-
people that
Yeah.
sort of directs us to where
More
we need to go?
people?
That was discordant. Holy shit.
No, Josh.
That's what we were expecting.
I did that to myself. I know what I did, and I still couldn't
3, 2,
comprehend.
1.
Make a boy.
I will say, with Sunshine's perception check of a 25, they are already seeing some density, but Balder and Demi, go ahead and roll as well.
Okay.
He does.
And this is site-based, right?
Sight-based perception.
Advantage. Fuck yeah.
It's in fact using all your senses at this specific time.
18.
I use taste.
I'd like to sniff.
Where
The
do I
air
taste
is-
more souls?
Dry and just ever so slightly dusty.
Tastes like
What?
32.
I would like to taste soul.
32.
Is this perception?
I like the mist.
15.
15. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not smelling, so I can't really use that ability, huh?
Sorry, bud.
Nah,
I mean,
it's
you
all
can smell
good.
if you want, but
I'm
I'm not
doing
sure
a
what
touch.
you get out of it.
Touch.
Tactile navigation of the air.
Would you look
Um,
would you look at that? It smells like space.
I hear something.
Sunshine and Demi, you are able to see. It is incredibly, incredibly subtle. But it does seem like there is a little bit more. I wouldn't call them groupings, but there does seem to be more on the horizon. As you cast out, you can see great distances. There does seem to be more on the horizon to your north. Well, that's not right. There is no north, south, east, or west. As your group stands directly in front of you.
Oh.
That way.
There's no
Interesting.
directions here. I'm fucked up.
I begin
Yeah,
to
Demi,
swim.
you're all turning around.
It's
There's
only
no
like ankle deep,
directions.
right?
And
It's
the
ankle
music
deep and
sounds
it's
awful.
solid ground. There's just a mist above it.
Oh, well, never mind. I don't see
It's like heaven in a
just,
TV show.
I'm just short, so it's slightly inconvenient. I'm like,
Tell.
Yeah, it banks and wafts, and there are times where you have to walk through like these groups of sort of these cloud banks of this silvery mist, kind of mixed with occasional purple clouds. A strange light always suffusing this space just ever so slightly. These figures seem to avoid you in this space.
Yeah, that's right.
I like them
Almost
a lot
as
more.
if your existence here, well, you're not certain, but they are keeping their distance from you.
It's better than the last ghost I met. Good job.
Any of them look super familiar?
Ooh.
Oh, don't say that.
Make a perception check for me.
Oh, rough.
Say
Should we
that.
all do that?
Skedio.
Can we all do that?
Josh, I got a nat 20.
Okay.
I got a 15. I rolled 2 4s.
Everyone can roll to see if they see dead people.
For a 20.
I got another 18, so 32.
It's
Familiar
perception.
dead people.
23.
32.
Fuck. Even with a nat 20, I got 21. Jesus Christ.
Zahl won.
Zahl
Yeah,
would.
Zal's not looking.
Oh, baby
Zal's not
boy.
looking for that. Zal's not
All of you
Zal's doing
didn't
this.
get a critical fail. Are quite certain that you do not recognize any of these individuals.
I know all these
Interesting.
folks.
Interesting.
Zal, you see a figure that turns and glances at you, and then a silver cloud bank rolls in front of you, and you swear to God that it is one of the Yuan-Ti figures that you had slain back in the Amedio jungle.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I'm your prince now.
I feel like Zal kind of sees that, looks at everybody else. Yeah, I don't want to look at people. I'd like to just. Can we?
Is your guilt manifesting things
Yep.
for you? What's
Yep.
happening?
100%. Can we go?
I love
Alright.
Can we
critical
go?
fails manifesting your conscious messing with you.
Yep. Can we
Oh,
go?
no.
Might we be
Right.
able to
Go.
not be here?
I think it's towards not north. So. 'Cause
Start
not
walking.
Yeah,
I've
okay.
designated this as my north for now until I get confused.
Till we turn 90
Shush.
degrees in any direction.
Hush.
Okay.
I need structure.
As you begin to walk, who is taking the lead, and how are you maintaining your sense of direction? I'm going to need folks making survival checks here to follow the kind of density of souls. And I
got
will,
plus
anyone
11.
who's keeping an eye.
If I can sort of follow Sunshine's lead with, like, if they're pointing out where the density begins, I'll just kind of use my base survival skills just to keep track of that if I can.
Guidance.
And Mortin, I will also say if you want to, but you and Baldur are able to roll survival checks because you also.
Oh, individually? I'll guide him.
Say
I
Demi
need
is
to-
fully
oh.
confused by the lack of direction and needs
Okay.
no help.
You gave me guidance?
Your internal
Yeah.
radar is
Thank
flux, Demi.
I'm like,
Oh.
it's all static.
It's like,
Survival check? Oh, God.
Jack Sparrow's
And
compass.
Sunshine and Zahl, what are you guys doing? Well,
I was gonna summon Ashi and have him fly up and watch which way we were going to try to help. So if I'm like, we're going this way, and have him kind of position himself above the group as a.
Oh.
You can have
flying
Ashi make perception checks. if you'd like.
Josh.
Does he happen to see like a big fuck off door?
Yeah. Does he happen to see a big,
Mm.
what Sean said, a big fuck off door?
Okay. No, not yet.
Okay, well,
27.
27 survival and Morton?
I had 17.
17. Okay.
I'm lost.
Between the two of you,
22.
you are able, especially kind of Baldur taking the lead here, with Morton's aid, you
Huh.
are able to seemingly hold your course. You manage to continue to follow, and the number of souls visible to you becomes a little more denser, but it is taking hours.
11.
This isn't a matter of 15 minutes. You find yourself, an 11 on Ashi's perception. Okay.
Yeah.
You find yourself beginning to walk for hours and hours through this endless, ceaseless mist.
May
There are these souls dotted out around you. Sorry, button.
No, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Seeing Ashi flit up in the air, Sunshine will just link arms with Zahl and say, "That's a good idea," and warg out and send their Echo avatar up into the air along with him
Good.
Okay.
to scope out the area.
Go ahead and roll perception through your echo as well.
Demi will summon Bims And then when he goes to fly away, and she goes, "Oh no, you're just here for moral support." No. You're just here for support because I can't sense correction.
30
nuzzles. 30.
Thank you.
As the Echo and Zahl begin to proceed, the first instance of this, within an hour, you see nothing around you. Save in the far, far distance, Sunshine. You're not quite sure how far out, but thousands upon thousands of feet, likely. You see a dark shape shifting through the silvery mist, seemingly below the surface of it. It cuts, moving almost like a shark. It is not heading in your direction as it heads outwards, skirting along.
They narrate to you, Zahl. I'm watching a predator. Oh, it's heading away from us. Just skimming through the mist. Very low to the ground.
You can't hear me. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
You can't hear them either.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, Ashi's just reporting that.
How
Ashi's just
calmly
reporting
they
that.
said, "I'm watching a predator."
Currently, there
I'll
is
let
a
you
predator.
know if it seems to be heading in our direction.
Okay.
So I was like, Ashi, when did we see this? Like,
Ashi's playing peekaboo with himself.
Woo!
Ashi's like, there's a strange purple person. Oh, it's Sunshine.
Which Sunshine does here.
Yeah. He says it out
Oh,
loud.
Fucking God bless it.
Huh. Says, oh, there's a strange purple person. Sunshine. Hey, what's
Do
up?
I know how long we've been walking? My timing is not off,
I will
right?
say, yeah, your
My
internal
metronome?
clock remains very, very solid.
Okay.
At the first hour, you know it's been an hour. I believe that is when the echo begins to dissipate. Is that correct, Button? Or does it last longer than an hour?
Echo Avatar. I'm sorry.
You're good. I'm just checking.
I sustain it for up to 10 minutes, so every 10 minutes there's just
It's just going back up.
Hey,
Okay.
Zahl. Yeah.
Oh,
Go back up.
Hi. Really good.
Hey.
So, but there's not a charge on it or anything, right? So we can do it
No.
indefinitely. Okay.
Yeah.
You proceed like this for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. About halfway through the 4th hour, Sunshine, we're persisting with your perception roll. You are the first to see this. Seemingly almost manifesting out of the mist, not becoming visible over the horizon or anything like that, but it's almost as if a cloud bank shifts, and all of a sudden, you see this massive floating lump of some strange substance, almost round. It seems to be chained by a long silver chain into the ground under the mist. It itself is sitting in the air and seems to kind of bob slightly in the space. You can also immediately make out that there are structures built atop this thing. This big round orb has gangplanks and walkways, funnily enough, very similar to Fairwind Hold. Back. Almost as if makeshift structures have been built up on top of this strange floating debris-like structure. It is at least half a mile from you still when it becomes visible.
They narrate that to Zahl, but he passes it on.
Yeah, Zahl kind of to the group. Hey, half a mile. I think we're headed in the correct direction. Oh God,
I said, but I can't hear you.
that's complicated. Yeah, we're headed in the right direction. I'll just say it confidently. There's like a thingy in the sky with structures on it. It's like an orb. I don't know. Sunshine quickly said it, and that's what I got.
It's a big, giant orb. It kind of seems like one of those floating bombs you put into the water. Do you remember the ones at Fairwind Hold? Like that? It's on a chain. It's a big, round orb. It's floating, and there's shit on it.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like a door.
Weird.
Apparently, it's like a bomb.
It does
I don't
not
know.
sound like a door.
Oh,
I can't hear you. Never mind.
So Sunshine said it was like a bomb or something. Underwater, like a bomb.
Probably skirt around that then.
It's been
Yeah,
4
maybe.
hours and 25 minutes and we haven't found anything. Are we sure we're going in the right direction?
No.
I don't know.
No? Yes?
Everything leads to the path that we're on, so I think that we just Check it out.
Let's do this.
That 10 minutes drops, Sunshine comes back, and they go, you know what we have? Zahl, you know that spell scroll that you never used to actually find the Ostis Anchor, but it can find an object?
Uh-huh.
We're looking for, the door to the Halls of Nox.
Oh, shit.
That. Do we still have that?
We do. We 100% still have.
Well, we're only, 4 hours, 27 minutes in. So why not now? Why not now?
I don't think I have it. I didn't have it. I know that.
You did. It was gifted to you.
Salvatore gave it to you. To look for the
Salvatore
Ostis
gave it
Anchor.
to you.
Oh, you're right. I did. I'm an idiot.
Sean.
I mean, no, you're not an idiot. Sorry, the delay fucked that up real bad.
I'm an idiot.
It was the delay. For sure, it was the delay. The delay got to it.
Solid.
Anyway, we have that thing. Good
The
job,
delay?
Sunshine. That thing that we have. Very good.
I believe I cannot cast it because it's very difficult magic. I think
Unless
it's like
it's
6th
cheat.
level.
I don't think I have
can't
any
cast
idea. What is it? Who can cast it?
Find the path.
Find the path, yeah. The scroll will find the path.
Can I?
Anyone who can cast a 6th level spell.
I can't cast 6th level spells.
Oh. Okay, hand it over. Let's see.
Answer to Demi.
All right. Spell scrolls. Sure. I've never been able to use these to learn magic this way before, but sure, let's do it. I don't. She's never used a spell scroll before. I think she runs her hand along it, and instead of like the spell runes rearrange themselves into sheet music. And she pulls her lyre out and starts playing it, and it makes it's like the music notes drift off of the page and make a little Fantasia-esque little line for them.
Okay.
So it's little dancing music notes essentially.
It's like Fable 2.
That's beautiful. Now I do need
She just continues to play.
You to tell me specifically the name of the thing that you were looking for.
No, we need
So
to have
are
a
you-
piece of the place.
Oh, you have
using
the
the
door.
door.
You're
Well,
using
I
the
will
object.
use the piece. After having lots of experience with teleport gone wrong, I think she'll hold the piece of the thing, assuming that she needs it.
Okay.
Wait,
As the magic notes begin to kind of flit out before you, creating this pathway of these little blue notes floating before you, it does seem to head in the direction of this floating orb.
Okay. I think that she'll I think she'll just continue and as they walk, her party members will notice that it is playing a little song. And I think it's
As you
just
hit each note?
It's just the astral sea is supposed it's the melody that the astral sea is supposed to sound like when it's all put together correctly. So she's like putting it back in place.
Oh, I love that. Recomposing the harmony.
Now I just have Fantasia. Now I just imagine it's the bum 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 bum
Done.
That's it. That's the harmonic. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's supposed to sound like that, but now it just has all these sharps and flats instead.
One of you missteps and it just you step out of the path and it like goes dissonant.
Sorry.
Okay.
Just sounds like all of our walk patterns.
Begin to follow this.
Sorry.
No, I love this.
Morton's on a really
I
slow
could watch you guys tromp through this
Lanky.
mist to this music all day long.
We're off to see a broken door box.
Well, everybody.
And we're gonna kick his ass and come back to our home at last.
Everybody hears a different song from the. No, I'm kidding.
I hate the feel like Banjo Kazooie.
Go, 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 go. So, as you begin to follow these,
I'm sorry.
Yep.
it's so good. You
Very
begin to
good.
follow these notes. The pathway does lead you again towards this sort of strange floating structure as it comes into visibility for all of you. One thing you note is that as you approach this massive, it's probably 300 or 400 feet across, and these structures are built up on it, almost like towers and homes with gangplanks and walkways across it. As you approach, you notice that the souls around this spheroid object begin to thin again, as if giving it a birth. As you kind of watch, there is a distance, as if they are avoiding the space. But the path continues to lead you kind of in the direction of this orb, which sits there hovering and floating.
Is this one of Serdweir's dads?
Have I ever heard any stories of anything that lives on the astral sea?
Make a history check.
Cool. Oh, that was not a great roll. What's my... Oh, well, never mind. I have good history. 21.
21.
Yes, please.
The Ballad of Gustav the Grand tells or sings of the astral sea being the place where gods go to die.
That's fun. Did you know there's a whole popular work that says the astral sea is God's graveyard kind of thing?
Ooh.
That's fucked up.
Heard
yes. Really?
Yep.
Popular work?
Yeah, it's kind of like when animals think they're going to die, they go to a place that's very specific and they just sort of...
Yes.
Elephants have graveyards for,
That's true. Okay. All right. So, a little worried about what might build structures in the astral sea. Anyone else concerned?
I mean, if it's like a prison.
Prison.
As we're getting closer, can the Echo Avatar see any movement or life on the structures?
As you do begin to get closer, after about 5 more minutes walking, there are definitely figures moving across the structure, seemingly going about day-to-day life. There is a hustle-bustle, almost of a small village, that seems to be occurring.
Ooh, interesting. There, Zahl again. I'm so sorry, buddy.
What?
There are definitely people in that structure. It seems, or entities, living their lives. Can I see? Can I see if they're humanoid?
Make a perception check for me. Sorry, I'm asking for a lot of those today.
20.
With a 20, you would see that they are definitely humanoid. As you get a little bit closer, you see these sort of pale, almost green skin figured with very angular features, these tall pointed ears. They have long sweeping hair and braids that fall down the side of their head. Yuan-Ti everywhere. It's crazy. Dotted all over this structure. You would also note that where the chain seems to come down and meet the surface, there's a small structure, and there are figures dotted along that structure. It looks almost like a dock, lifted up slightly. And along and around that dock, there are these long-legged creatures that look almost akin to the pond insects that you had seen in your travels. These long spider-like creatures with these bodies.
They narrate that to poor Zahl. And they're very excited. They're very beautiful people on this structure. Also long-legged creatures at this dock. Is the dock up far above our heads?
No, it's at the surface level where the mist would be.
At the surface level.
At the base of the chain where it connects to.
Cool.
Do they realize how creepy that sounds?
I think it sounds great.
Really?
Yeah.
They described it very cheerfully, but it was like the beginning of a horror novel.
Never read.
Do you remember the last time we went through the mist onto a creepy thing? It was a ghost ship. There wasn't a ghost ship.
That feels like it was years ago at this point.
It was a couple months. Maybe.
No, it was about a year ago at this point.
No, it was actually 2 years ago, or 2 months.
2 months.
At the very least.
It was like
2 months? No, it's been years at this, like a year at least.
What is time?
It hasn't been a year since you've
It's been 9 months.
A year.
Yeah. Not that. Yeah.
That happened. It's not that we've been together for over.
Nope.
Oh yeah. Wow. Okay.
Nope.
In-game time,
right?
versus
We've got
IRL
3 more
time.
months till our anniversary.
Cute.
Salvatore's birthday. Wow.
Oh.
Womp
We'll celebrate
womp.
his death day. I think he'd appreciate that.
No, I still got another year till that comes back up.
Yep.
Right. Oh, I mean, it sounds fun. It's interesting. We're in a place where you didn't hear earlier when Sunshine said there's a predator that is moving away from us, and
I heard
this
the
is-
away part. That seems pretty cool.
Predator?
Yeah, like they.
Okay, Bims, go.
I think they
bye-bye.
described it as a
She just poof.
as a shock thing, and that's.
I've had enough
already-
of shock.
I don't think
I
they
know.
said. We don't really have another option, right? We kind of have to
Yeah,
keep
we don't.
going, huh?
The music notes.
And also, this is
the
where the
notes
path
went that
leads,
way.
so-
Yes.
I'm sure
We
we're.
should probably.
I'm sure we're gonna be fine.
Let's go be charming.
Impossible.
Right.
I can do it.
As you begin to draw closer, all of you. Oh, sorry.
Is that Mortin or Sean?
It's hard to tell.
No, it isn't. Actually,
It's
it
indeed, Taylor.
isn't. Which is
It's a mystery. No one will ever know.
How dare you?
As you begin to draw closer, you are all able to now make out these figures standing on the dock, and a few of them have seen you and have kind of stopped to watch, tilting their head to the side. They don't make actions of aggression or anything like that, and as Baldur waves, you see one of them kind of look at their hand and raise it
Oh no.
like this at you.
hello.
A little shock. I will say, the notes lead you skirting underneath this structure and continuing beyond it.
Okay, my happy musical path is leading us this way.
Maybe
Are
we
they
could get
stopping
a
us?
Ride?
They don't stop you.
Maybe
Okay.
we could get a ride.
I was gonna say maybe we could
Right.
get one of those little thingy things.
And you would all
Ooh,
see now, they are much closer up. They are about 6 feet long in torso with these massive sweeping legs that kind of stretch out in this spread of about 15 feet. 8 of these legs that wing upwards, these long, slender legs, and then wing outwards. And they kind of sit and almost seem to shift slightly back and forth as they rest in position on this strange mist.
Do we want to ask if we could maybe see if we can borrow one of these?
Okay.
I turned wild shape into one.
Oh.
Into one of the skimmers.
Mhm.
Okay. You would be able to do so.
Cool.
Oh my
Free
god.
ride.
Wait, that
for
means
one.
I can do it.
You're able
CR1.
to, yeah, both of you have CR1s. These are exactly CR1 creatures.
Nice.
You find as your two companions shift into these long spindle-like creatures. They look like giant water skim, like pond skimmers. They are quite fragile, seemingly. As you guys take on this form, you feel yourself kind of shifting as the base of your feet have these massive pads. They're about 3 feet on the end of each long leg that seem to kind of rest on this silvery, cloudy surface. You feel yourself wobbling back and forth. You do have an incredible movement speed of 120 feet
Take off.
in this form, in this space.
Mortin.
I start doing
Mortin
circles.
you start doing loops as you guys watch as Mortin and Sunshine take off.
Cool. Well, that was great. Keep on. walking.
Just every time they like call out whatever the
Druid.
sound a skimmer makes. Boo!
It is sort of a. It's just like.
Oh, it's nightmarish. Oh, you kiss the spider all over again. Okay.
Can we?
A
Mortin?
few more of
And
these
then
figures have
stop,
now
yeah.
gathered, and one of them kind of begins to hop onto one of these skimmers and move towards you.
I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding.
Oh, Mortin.
I'll stab you.
Mortin, Sunshine, maybe we.
Sunshine skimmer pulls up.
Yeah, our turn.
You kind of slide a little bit like you're on ice and have to kind of backtrack a little bit. Mortin does the same. And then
No mobiles.
I'm a Zorberg skimmer.
Nice.
Well, the figure does seem to approach you, not necessarily in aggression. They kind of skim up and begin to look down at you and address you.
Stop that.
Keeping a little bit of distance, about 15 feet, nothing major. They will address you, but I need to make sure that I have the language right.
I love language.
Yo, what the fuck is up?
Yo, what up, homies?
They're all Bostonians, 3 blocks away from a Dunkin', really thirsty.
All good Yankees are Bostonian.
Yeah.
I can't do a Bostonian accent without offending
right.
Sean.
Oh,
so sorry, guys.
The people here offend me more than anyone trying to do a Bostonian accent. You're fine.
No, I'm just like, hey, pack the can, they have it yet.
There it is. Matthew Damon.
I don't believe any of you speak Gith, correct?
No.
Check. No.
Okay. This figure kind of approaches, and again, mimicking, still looking a little bit confused. Baldur's earlier gesture kind of goes like this at you, and goes like this.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And then you see them put their hand down, and they begin to speak to you. Wow, why did it come out giant?
Oh my gosh, Norse.
Sorry, we're not good.
When we cast from a spell slot, like from a spell scroll, am I holding that concentration?
That spell I don't believe requires concentration. Does
Okay,
it?
Cool. I don't know. I don't have that scroll. I think it is a thing.
Once you've cast it, you've got it.
I'll cast tongues on myself.
Okay. It should say on the spell.
I don't believe.
Let's see. I will check.
Tongues is not concentration.
I can check it for you. It's find the path, right?
Yeah, I don't think either of those spells are concentration, actually.
Yeah.
Find the path is.
Making sure.
It is concentration.
So, I do believe if you cast the spell scroll, you cast the spell, but you still need to maintain concentration on the spell.
Oh, I was wrong, and tongues is in concentration. So
well, there you go. Then you're
Okay,
good.
so
You don't have to worry about it.
I was thinking comprehend, I think. Cool. I will cast tongues on myself so I can understand what he's saying and talk.
Okay. You catch him kind of mid-sentence going, "It is strange for Outlanders to be here. What can I do for you? You walked this far, but your companions, you have skimmers. Why would you let them roam free? Why not ride?"
Yes, hello.
Hello.
We didn't expect to find anyone out here, and my friends aren't always skimmers, so... Sorry.
Well, welcome to Corpse Hag.
Excuse me?
Corpse Hag. Welcome.
Corpse Hag.
Hag.
Hag. Is that with an E or an A?
Hauge.
Okay. We're actually on our way to find a big door.
A big door?
Have you seen a big door? Possibly past your lovely village?
You kind of watch the eyes narrow a little bit at you. There is a big door several days ride from here.
Oh god, days?
It is a dangerous place to go. We would not be living near it.
Oh, that's fair. What? How did you always live here?
We have been on Hague for 20 years, maybe.
Okay. Interesting. Why did you come here?
It is a structure. It gives us space to build on. Energy comes from it. You are not from this plane. Yes, Outlanders.
No. You said days ride.
Several.
And that's on skimmers.
Oh yes, you would not want to go on feet. You will be pulled under.
What?
What?
By what?
The creatures in the dark, the shadows.
Shadows in the dark. Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
What is your name?
Oh, I apologize. I've been terribly rude. My name's Demi Waters.
Nope.
And
Demi Waters. Good to meet you. And you hear him say, like, in perfect common, Demi Waters, but nothing else. Actually, it's not perfect common. It's accented common.
What the fuck?
Demi Waters.
Yes. Yes.
I am Vesh.
Vesh. What?
They said your name in common?
My name is Common.
No,
They did seem to parrot back the sound.
They don't have another word for water?
Oh,
They do
interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay. One moment. And I'll turn around and kind of relay this information in common to my friends.
Mortin's still making loops. That's good.
I know that you used spell already, but could we teleport to the door because we have a piece?
I'd have to know where that door is.
Do you have a
I
piece of it?
guess we're in the plane now.
You have a piece?
I would like to remind you of what's happened the other times I've teleported, right? So, like, you're thinking possibly a very good idea.
Yeah.
Tiny short time to get there. Or, here, counter thing, could be a very long time.
Yeah, but you have a piece of it.
Have a piece of the location.
Yeah, you have a piece of the location, so we could just go there directly, right? Because that's what you always needed whenever we were trying to get anywhere.
I suppose.
Slab of the door. So we just say we want to go to the door, and then right to the
Yeah.
door.
That's exactly how you did it. Okay.
I don't know how that spell
We
works.
could. We could try it. Yes.
Take days. Why
Yeah,
not?
it would save days. That's true. But he's having a lot of fun over there.
I'm scared that
Yes.
he's doing
Is
that.
that she'll turn back to Vesh, is what you said?
Vesh, yes.
Vesh. Is there anything else we should know if we're going to go towards the door?
Oh, you should not, probably.
Anything past that?
Watch out for the winged one. Watch out for the shadows. The spirits are dense there. I would not touch them.
Just a little bit back. The winged what the fuck?
There is a large creature that tends to reside in that space. Long, sort of sweeping neck. Strange head with many teeth. It is massive.
Ooh,
Sunshine
right.
pops back into themselves. Is it a dragon?
Oh, they look very
Yeah.
excited. What did they say?
They're wondering if the winged thing that you're talking about is a dragon.
Forgot I can only comprehend.
I don't know what I possibly, yes.
And she poops Bim's back. This, but bigger.
It is big, but more like the sky.
Okay, yes. Thank you, Bims. She'll pop him back.
What? Are we talking about dragons?
I think they're talking about Serdabir.
Serdabir.
They're worried about Serdabir. The big, large, winged creature would be the dragon.
It does not like to be approached.
I think we'll be okay.
Same.
Actually.
Looking in the camera and saying that.
The
Sorry,
hard
that was
look at
me.
the camera was very good.
It was a warning.
All right. So, thank you. So, avoid the souls.
Where do you
Serdabir's
harp them
there.
from?
The water plane.
The water plane.
Technically, yes.
Water plane. What is the water plane?
That's a great question. I'd love to know too.
How did you get here? Is there a way in or out?
Not an easy one, no.
Oh.
We just kind of bumblefuck until we figure something out.
Bumblefuck, he says in broken common.
Yes.
Nailed it.
What the fuck are you saying?
He turns to Zahl and goes, Bumblefuck.
Answered what the fuck she was saying. Wow.
Bumblefuck.
Bumblefuck.
Oh, I've left such a wonderful mark on this culture.
He turns to his friends that are like 40 feet away. Bumblefuck!
I've done it.
Left turn for their culture. We left our stamp on the Astro plane.
Really a big imprint on these people, yeah.
They come back to the prime material, and the first thing they say to somebody's bumblefuck.
You come back 400 years, there's a war of the Bumble and the Fucks.
Perfect.
Jesus.
This is New Bumbleberg.
It's not
So,
Corpeg, it's Bumblepeg.
thank you so much for that information.
Be careful if you travel in that direction. Do you bring items for trade, perhaps?
What sort of items do you have or want?
Food is available. Energy, if you would so see fit. You have far traveling if you continue on foot. Or skimmer. He seems to be offering like general commerce. You're not certain that he's actually offering up magical items. He doesn't know the context of why you're here or what you're doing.
Yeah.
He is treating clearly individuals who he's never seen the appearance of before as if that is to be a given. and as if strange folks come through this space, and that is to be kind of accepted, but at the same time is offering resource and trade. You get the feeling this might be their only way to get strange things not found in this very, very barren space. As you look back up at this massive floating orb, these structures are cobbled together from the strangest pieces of items that they can find.
Interesting. I don't have much. Unfortunately, we've just come from doing a lot of general commerce.
General commerce.
Yes.
Demi, what the fuck are you teaching? This man has said your name, bumblefuck, and general commerce. What the fuck is happening?
I'm sorry. Anyway, thank you so much for your time. I think we're okay. But I appreciate it.
Can I just... Is he looking like he wants something, Demi? Is that what's happening here?
Oh, he was asking if we needed any resources or had things for trade, but we've all traded our stuff away. And I don't plan on us spending days on this if we can just teleport there.
Fair.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Sure does.
Unless anyone wants to trade anything, I don't have anything.
I think I'm right.
I've pretty much given or sold everything that I don't have emotional value or use to survive.
Balder will just take off the necklace that he crafted himself that first year he was in the Tillen Vault, which is just this red slate stone with these sort of deep jade green looking rocks that he's kind of detailed it with. Kind of offers it.
You see him kind of shift the skimmer, and much more practiced than your two companions, kind of just slides ever so slightly, not even changing its orientation to the right, and he kind of leans down and kind of points his hand towards it as if to take it from you.
He gestures toward it.
He begins to appraise it, sniffs it, and says, this is good, we have not seen. What is it for? He turns to Demi. It is garb, clothing.
You wear it, yes.
He kind of takes a look at it for a minute, holds it up, clasps it around his neck. It's like, okay. He unclasps it and passes it back and says, one moment. And you see him kind of turn. If you have more of such things, we may be interested. We can provide you with energy if you would need for warmth and such. And he begins to kind of shift away.
Fun. That was a very lovely thing. Sunshine will start painting the portrait of the fellow who has headed off and seems to be coming back.
Oh, you're a person.
Oh. Friendly.
Hello.
Yeah. Well, if just in case things go awry, we can never go wrong with being a little prepared. Just in case,
True.
you know. They seem interested in the necklace, and it's not something I necessarily need anymore.
I don't really have anything. Oh.
Yeah.
After a few minutes, you see him return. He had hopped off the skimmer, spoke to a few folks. You see a few of them move up the chain, and as you look now, there is this cross chain that is probably about 5 feet wide, and on either side there are steps cut into the links that you can move up this kind of train structure up to the main floating orb. A few folks come back down carrying these crates, various mismatched sizes, and they kind of load them into these slings that hang from the sides of the skimmers. And he flits back over to you guys and begins to pull he hops off, pulls one of the crates down and sets it in front of you. There are basically 2 crates of goods here. One seems to be this very thin wafer that is this sort of pale white color with these little scorch marks on it. The other crate seems to be filled with these canisters that glow just an ever so slight pale white light from them. And he says, would this be of interest to trade to you? Energy or food?
Sure.
What do you mean by energy exactly?
Oh, great question.
For heat or for if you wish to imbue magics, we do not have a lot of material. As you can see, most of our material comes from traders, with others from lands past, but they always wish for items in exchange. We can provide this essence, and he kind of gestures again at the canisters as if he's struggling to explain this to you, or consumable, which is cooked with essence.
Would we like food or energy essence? I'm confused on the sense of how to use it.
Can we
I am curious about the essence, and they hand
can we, roll to
Vish
see what
over
the essence is?
Oh, I got two people talking to me. Sorry.
Yeah.
What? Who wants to start? Button, have at it.
They just, as they were saying, I'm interested in the energy. I don't know what it means. They were handing over the little portrait of Vish.
He takes it and looks quite impressed. This is very nice, he says to Demi. This is good. We will trade, yes. And he sets it down and puts the necklace on top of it and makes like a little pile. Make an insight check, Sunshine, really quick.
17.
As he says this is very nice, you notice the way he turns it over. He seems to be addressing the canvas and board that you have given him, and not so much the painting itself. And as you kind of reflect backwards, in looking at the necklace, he's looking at the materials that it's been crafted from.
You don't have
as he kind of sets it down, he says, you wish for a demonstration of this? The energy, is this what they ask?
They would very much like the energy.
He says, very well. And he opens one of the canisters and just reaches directly into it. It only comes about to the middle of his wrist, and he pulls out this just gentle, white, glowing mist. It glows much brighter, but it's the same density and consistency of the mist that is kind of scattered on the ground before you. And he kind of holds it for a moment, and he looks at Demi. It can take simple shapes, but you must focus on what you would need from it. And he turns and looks at it and kind of focuses at it and releases, and it begins to radiate heat from it, creating a warm space around them, akin to what one would feel from like a campfire. And he says, upon this, you can use for heat or warmth. You can create cold as well. It is like, I have seen the mages say the word, and then he says in common very quickly, thaumaturgy.
Ooh. Little vials of thaumaturgy. That's nice.
Well,
fantastic.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I thought he said like ether maturgy. Did I mishear?
He said thaumaturgy, yeah.
Okay. I misunderstood. I was like, they're using a different element? Like the ether?
You're not sure what the element is, but he is equating it to something that he has heard other travelers through the space use. So
Can
he
they get it
says
from
the word
corpse husk?
I was gonna ask, could I roll something like investigation on like that to see if it's like soul essence?
Yeah, you're making an Arcana check for me. And Sean, you were asking as well. Are you in animal form, or are you
I'm
popping
still a
out?
bug zipping around, so I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not gonna roll.
You said Arcana check?
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
That's 12.
A 12. It's definitely magic. You're for sure certain of that. And it seems to be native to this plane. Of that, you are certain. With the 12. Not much else beyond that.
Gotcha.
Boulder, for your necklace, would you like essence or food?
2.
Food? Essence? Food?
Food.
You want food?
Just in
okay,
case.
1 food, 1 essence. Demi's gonna take out a piece of obsidian glass she got in the forest with the hag. What can this get me?
Ooh. Kind of turns it over, places it on the pile. 3 of either, and also for the square, that could do 3 of either.
Okay.
The square.
Essence. For
Essence?
me.
Okay. He pulls out 3 of these canisters.
Yes, essence.
Perfect.
Okay,
As he puts them down, she's just putting them in the.
Okay.
Zahl will also
like a
bring
girl at
out
a grocery
his
store.
piece of dragon glass obsidian and
Okay,
hand
3
it
as
to
well.
him. Yeah.
So
I'll take 3 essence.
Lovely.
Baldur, you get 2, basically they're rations for all intents and purposes. They last you a day. As you kind of lift them up, they are these big flat wafers that look very unappetizing, but as you kind of bite into them, there's a slight saltiness.
I was going to say, he's like, don't mind if I do.
Perfect. I'm sorry for assuming without you saying.
Yeah,
that.
I don't give a fuck. Who cares? You're good.
Baldur takes now that you have taken a bite, there is a slight saltiness to them and just a very subtle underlying sweet.
Hell yeah.
Is it the Eucharist?
Are they good?
It's tastier than the crackers, but okay. Here's what
Y'all
it
ever
is.
had
Do
like
you
a
know-
pretzel?
No, do you guys ever got to get Indian food?
Yes.
Yes. No.
Do you know the flat, crispy bread? Not the naan, but the
yeah.
other flat bread.
Gotcha.
It's akin to that, but with a little bit more sweetness to it.
Nice.
Got it.
There's a very distinct taste to it.
Thank you very much for all of that. I think she's looking between what they all got, and she's like, okay, we have enough to share with Mortin. She's watching him still do the... Yeah. We have enough to share with Mortin. Thank you so much for your help.
You are very
Mm.
welcome.
And lovely. If we're ever back this way with more to trade, we will let you know.
Good luck with your door. Be careful.
Thank you very much. We
Do
will
not
need
touch
it.
the corpse.
Not understanding the weight of that sentence.
sorry?
Good luck
Do
with your
not-
door.
Do not touch the... Are there literal corpses or just like...
I am sorry. Do not touch the spirit.
They avoid here. Why?
They do not. They are hunted more so than us through this space.
Okay.
And I think they almost seem confused and skittish.
Okay.
They do not belong, that is certain, from what we know. But they are here, and going near them is not good for us either, so we are glad that they keep a distance.
Lovely.
Demi, ask what happens when people do touch them.
Ah, yes, probably good information to have because I think some of you would want to. What does happen if you touch them?
It will kill you.
Okay, that seems pretty definitive. You die. Sunshine, apparently.
That's
What?
good. I can hear what he's
Wait,
saying.
wait.
I just can't ask him questions.
okay.
Wait, whoa, wait. Touch what? What happens?
If you touch the shadowy souls, you die. So no touchy the shadowy souls.
Gotcha.
Everyone.
The shadows that skirt through the mist, they can touch them and take them.
Oh no.
Do you know why they do that?
Do you know why they do that?
Oh, sorry. Thank you,
No.
Parker.
She's fully just whatever Sunshine asked. She's like, yep, okay.
Fucking languages, man. No, we do not know. And we do
Is it
not wish to
right?
come close to those creatures.
Are those wraiths? Do we think those are wraiths? We're thinking those are, yes.
What?
Are we thinking the shadows that can take the souls are wraiths?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, well, I hate it here already.
Yeah, we should. Do you want to?
We should go. Is Mortin done with his, he looked like he was having so much fun.
Zahl waves at
Zip,
Mortin.
zip.
Zahl's doing one of these.
Zip.
Mortin, where are you right now? Yeah.
I've just been doing a circle around this conversation for the last
Around the
10
conversation.
minutes.
How
Yeah.
far out have you been making the conversation? Or the circle? You staying pretty close?
Pretty close, like immediately around them.
Immediate vicinity? There's
Yeah.
just a skimmer going in circles. Perfect.
It's
Wonderful.
like when toddlers get really done if their parents talking and they're just like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Sunshine has their hand out behind them and are just like, he's just like high-fiving every time he goes by with his nose.
I think it stops.
All right.
Well, that's one of these to stop Mortin.
You
I
will
think we're going to be going now, but thank you again.
Is Stiflet safe?
Of course. Mortin, I think we're going to teleport there. I hate this Mortin spiders. Mortin, could we
stop.
please?
Shit out of his bug form.
Thank you. Okay. All right, everyone. We're going to try the teleport.
Bumblefuck. And he kind of climbs up on his.
What have I done to this culture?
Baldur will just say Bumblefuck and he'll wave his hand forward and back like the other guy was.
Bumblefuck.
Bumblefuck. That's what we're talking about, baby.
We've ruined this culture.
I'm gonna make a dubstep beat to Bumblefuck, and it's just everybody doing this.
I think I understand why Havog was really hesitant about outsiders now. I get it.
Yes.
Bumblefuck. All right, let's go.
My bad. My bad. All right, everyone, get close. Let's try this one more time. Everyone have everything. Gather your echoes, your familiars, and everything else.
Baldur's handing out
As you
snacks.
prepare to teleport,
wafer.
We're going to go to our break, my friend.
Break!
It actually has been an hour and a half. I barely noticed.
Hey.
So, stay with us, folks. We are going to open our giveaway for Skull Splitter Dice. Exclamation point win will get you entered. Remember, followers get 1 entry, subscribers get 2. If you're going to subscribe to it beforehand, it's not retroactive. And with that, we'll be back in about 10 minutes, guys. Bye!
Hell yeah.
Oh, bye-bye.
just need a little bit of a refresher as to what's going on in our campaigns, you can find that information over on our fandom wiki. There you'll find info about our PCs, our NPCs, and write-ups of all of our past episodes. But if reading isn't really your thing, you can also find arcs of our campaigns summarized in neat little 10-minute videos over on our YouTube, where you can also catch all of our past broadcasts. Thanks so much for watching, and welcome in! Ding!
Dice Dragon, just use the code, get 10% off your first order. Shop today. New adventurers will get some things like a sticker pack with 3 stickers, free downloadable PDF adventure, a free mystery dice set. It's so sick. Hold on to your skull cause it might split. SkullSplitterDice.com. Hurry now, bring some new dice home. SkullSplitterDice.com. Hurry now, bring some new dice home.
Hey, everybody.
Bumblefuck.
What's up?
Welcome in. You're back for the second half of Conundrum Company session 90 fucking 1 with the fuck in the middle of it.
Yeah.
90 Bumble fucking one.
Hey-o. Perfect, got him. Guys, when we left our party, they had received a fragment of the door, seemingly the one that Liaman had absconded with long ago, sent to them by their longtime companion and friend, Peach, who had been investigating the elemental temple of evil alongside their other friends, Didasco and Dravosi. Door piece in hand, they had teleported to the astral sea, finding themselves in an immense span, seemingly only filled with this strange mist and occasional spiritual figures wafting. As they proceeded forward, they saw a few strange creatures moving beneath the silvery surface, and eventually came upon some sort of settlement built atop this floating, rotating shape of some sort. They came in encounter with Vaish, who attempted to barter with them some fairly simple goods to trade with the group for any material gain they might provide. That done, Demi set about preparing to teleport to the gate on the astral sea. And so, my friends, here we go. Demi, you have your companions gathered around you. You cast teleport.
What up?
I told you so. Okay. And then she just goes.
Usually that comes after.
With a flash, you find yourself again shifting through that harmonic ship plane, undulating up around you and dropping down, and you find yourself.
It sounded like you said harmonic shit plane. I was like, what? What?
Harmonic
I
shit.
was like, okay,
Not
all
the
right.
shit plane.
Fine
No.
then.
That shit ass fucking
Just
plane I'm
make my
using.
magic and shit on it.
All my homies hate the harmonic plane.
Pour one up for the prime material.
Wait, no pitches?
No pitches.
Good. We're killing it, my friends. As the undulating blue light kind of diffuses around you, you find yourselves kind of slipping off kilter slightly, up at a higher vantage. As you look down, you are standing atop this massive stone structure. It is about 10 feet wide and slopes downwards slightly to either side of you. You are literally directly on top of what you believe to be the gate. You look out around you, and packed in around this structure are thousands, hundreds of thousands, possibly millions of these dark spiritual figures just milling, shifting ever so slightly back and forth, rocking. And as you land, even though you are up at the top of this structure, which is about 20 feet tall, you see them begin to shift away from you slightly, as if your mere presence almost startles them back a little bit, giving a berth around the base of this structure that was not there moments before. They were pressed directly against it. Beneath you, you can see kind of this patterning, cracked patterning of this door. Pieces of it.
Standing on it.
You're standing on top of the door, which is just a door that opens to either side with nothing beyond it. It's as if a door stands on it on its own, the building around it knocked away, and it is just the door.
Does it like literally have like the square design and like a knob on it, or is it just like a big slab?
It is a big slab.
Okay.
Massive portions of that slab are cracked, and other portions have crumbled down to the ground around it. But you find yourself atop the door to the beyond.
Do we see any, I don't know, missing spots that a maybe 1 by 1 foot piece could fit in?
As it stands, you see quite a few spots where this door has broken away beneath you.
Oh no.
Most of those pieces, you hope, are amongst the debris that is strewn around it, but there certainly could be space more for this cracked rock that you hold in your hand.
Drink some water. What are you doing, bud?
A minute?
The fuck was that? So the door is over there.
You see about the
Harry Potter.
the boy who lives come to die.
You want to firmly grasp it.
The door that stands.
Firmly
Mavinon?
So there is debris on the floor that looks like it could fit the spaces that have broken off the door.
And because I couldn't exactly portray this, I have created an artist's rendering for you to play with.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Dude, I love Full Metal Alchemist.
Well, that's cute.
Oh, it
Now-
does seem like that,
I
doesn't
can't
it?
move this one.
I can move them.
Right, move it.
They're. Oh, I'm sorry if you can't. I don't know which one you're playing.
And
Okay.
we're in.
If we
No!
can,
That's it. You
Oh
did
my
it. You
God.
solved the puzzle.
We put them all back
hold-
in there.
Give me a
Jesus
second, guys.
fucking
These
Christ!
pieces, some of them are like 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
I'm
All right,
gonna,
we asked the spirits to help.
so what I'm gonna do?
I can be 10 feet tall.
Just move them away first.
If I can see the pieces that are huge that need to be moved, I will use my bonus action to shift into my large werebear form and just sort of.
Okay.
You can put them back here, and I'll just kind of move them where they gotta go.
And I,
Okay.
Ashi, let's do this. And go big Zahl. Go big Zahl and start loading up boulders
So
back.
Zahl and Boulder shift and jump down to the ground. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Mhm.
Yeah.
How-
You see
How
as
high
the
up are
spirits again shift away slightly. You are about 20 feet up on the top of this door frame. It's about 20 feet
Oh,
tall.
okay. Well, I'm like
A little bit, about 25 with the frame and all that on top of everything.
That's fine.
I keep trying to deselect something on Roll20, but there's
They're
so
all
many
laid over
pieces.
each other.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
No, don't
guys.
apologize.
It's,
Yeah, you're fine.
Josh,
so
this
good,
is
dude.
a very fun and cool way to do this. Don't
it's
apologize.
going to be a little finicky to get everything in place.
You're
but
fine, dude.
We'll hold off moving things
Yeah.
until we're to the moving things part.
As we continue to move things.
I shouldn't have. Oh, wow, look at
Sean!
that piece go! Look at it go!
That wasn't me. That was a ghost.
You know whose fault? I shouldn't have put this in front of you and said you can click on things
Yeah,
until
I
we
know.
had gotten there.
That's fair.
But I wanted you all to be able to see
Yes.
what you were.
You're too kind.
So-
Thank you.
It's very fucking cool, genuinely.
It's a really bad Photoshop that I threw together.
Shut up.
No, it's very.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to be no help with this physically, so and I think she'll cast Fly from the lyre, and she'll start using her perception and supervising and essentially saying where things need to go.
Okay. So as you're doing that, Sunshine and Mortin, what are you guys doing?
Sunshine is looking for Serdweir.
Okay.
Frankly.
So that will be a perception check from you here in a second as well. Mortin?
I'm gonna polymorph into a giant ape.
Attaboy!
Start
Okay.
plugging pieces in.
So we have a giant bear, a giant Zahl, and a giant ape hopping down and preparing. Demi, make a perception check here as you
Okay.
attempt to suss out a little bit of this puzzle. Sunshine, make a perception check as you begin to watch for Serdweir.
And I have
And
advantage
P3.
because it's sight, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
23, Sunshine.
Um,
Currently not in the immediate vicinity. Do you see Serdweir? But that lookout will hold.
Okay.
26.
26. As you're looking at these various pieces, there is a darker shading along a lot of the edges that might fit along the edges of this puzzle with your perception check. So as you kind of are looking at the pieces, you can see these darker kind of edges on the left or right, the left coinciding likely with the left-hand side of the door. The
Okay.
dark on the left and the dark on the right coinciding with the right. That is the clue I give you with your perception check.
Okay, I think that she's gonna essentially be flitting between all three of the boys. Just, all right, boys, so dark shade on the left corner, dark shade on the right corner. We got it. Let's go.
All right. Here's what I'm going to say. We can take turns in order to put a piece of the puzzle in. So, Balder, start us
Okay.
off, bud.
Oh
Make an athletics check for me.
Eat my dick. Athletics.
My dick. The distance is very good.
My dick.
You said athletics?
Athletics, yes.
Where the fuck is my 25.
25. Okay. You are able to successfully lift one of these very, very heavy pieces, pick a piece,
God.
and place it where you think it goes.
This one, and I'm gonna. Oh no! Now, God, I'm bad at. They're right here.
Okay. That is a very solid fit, as Baldur gets one of these bigger pieces and isn't quite able to reach with his shape, but with the assistance of Morton's massive shape, is able to kind of. Because Mortin, I believe, is the tallest of the lot of you at 15. No, Zahl would be 15 as well, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I'm huge.
Oh, you're huge. Okay, Morton's a little bit bigger.
No.
As he helps you position that in. But you seem to get a pretty solid fit. As you are looking, there, again, this is not an exact representation. There are pieces of this door still here, and there are these massive cracks and gaps where this orange light almost seems to seep through slightly. That was impossible for me to Photoshop, so...
You're fine.
But you put one of these pieces back into the shape of the door. Okay?
Okay.
Up next, I believe, was Zahl. So Zahl, pick a piece and place it.
Do I roll anything?
Athletics, please.
Athletics.
Can I hold levitate for if anyone seems to be about to drop a piece?
Sure, you
Hell
can.
yeah.
You kind of keep an eye out. Levitate at the ready.
Is this a strength check?
Athletics, even better.
It's athletics, so it's strength.
Okay, so
Athletics is strength based.
Okay, because I get advantage on strength check. That's why I was double checking.
Yeah, then you anything that's marked as a strength check, you would. Get
I was
advantage.
making sure. I didn't want to cheat.
He was number one.
And he was number one.
Cheating's actually pretty dope.
That's a natural 20.
Hey,
okay. You are absolutely
know.
able to lift this. So pick a piece and place it for me.
Peter Pickle Piper.
Fuck.
Nice. Well, you know where the next one
Morton,
goes.
you see Zahl slip in and steal the piece you were gonna put.
Oh! Take them all out.
You're gonna break.
Just
Morton,
not.
Morton, we're sharing. Morton, we're
You're
sharing.
going to break pieces if you do that.
Morton.
I didn't know we were doing
No.
a part 2 to Conundrum Babies tonight, actually.
Conundrum babies, I wanna fucking die.
Oh my god!
Jesus.
What? Good?
Sorry. Morton was a troubled youth.
Go ahead and make your athletic check for me, Sean, and pick a piece you want to place.
That is a 19.
Okay.
Yeah, plus 9.
You're
Yes.
good. You got it.
Yay!
Pick a piece and place it, my friend.
I'll put. Oh, I want to get one so wrong.
Oh my god.
How dare you get it so
Hey.
perfectly right? That seems
It's
to be another good
exact.
fit. Look how good at puzzles you guys
Oh.
are. God. Okay. Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
As this has taken about 10 minutes to get all these pieces in place, as these huge figures kind of jostle around each other, the spirits kind of parting further and further, you hear and glance up the massive beating sound of wings moving very quickly in your direction.
I was about to kill
And
him.
as you glance up, there is this massive astral dragon, semi-translucent, hurtling through the air in your direction. It kind of shores it up, its wings flaring out and breaking to stop it as it kind of hovers for a minute, held in suspension by its wings, as it glances at you, and this threatening air to it softens slightly. Sorry, Button.
No, I fly up to meet him.
Okay. This figure kind of looks down to you. A massive draconic creature. The tail kind of coils up and runs down kind of your side a little bit, brushing against you. This brush-like tail, almost the size of like your entire body, as it kind of pushes against you. And there is a bob in your direction.
Hello, Sardi.
A sort of curling up of the mouth. It shows a little bit of teeth, but there's clearly not an intent to be threatening.
We want to go past this, I imagine, to fix everything with Nox.
Kind of bobs again.
We just said that if it's fixed, it is the way to every other place. The way to the beyond. So
It
maybe
kind of-
once it's...
Oh, sorry. kind of pensively nods at that.
Is this the way you came?
There's again a sort of bob.
So hopefully when we fix it, you and your companions can go where you please.
It kind of casts its gaze out across all of the souls, as if saying, implying that there might be a little further work, but that this will be a massive step for them. For those of you on the ground for your first time, you are seeing the true form of this deity that Sunshine and Peach have both referenced countless times to you all. Mortin, maybe not. He's so busy trying to fit a round peg into a square hole. But everyone else you see this figure. It is impossible to miss. Sorry, Button.
No, you're good.
God does exist.
Yeah, I think Baldur's just looking in reverence to this grand being that he's questioned the existence of gods and everything like that, but just witnessing it and sort of taking in the reality that there are forces above everybody and sort of finding comfort in that.
Kind of casts its gaze, and you see the neck kind of crane to the side and look past you, Sunshine, at your group down on the ground. It looks back at you and kind of gestures towards them, and then begins to wing down and kind of land on the ground behind the door and kind of swooping past it around to the side, not wanting to get in the way of what you all are doing. As it looks around, noting the specific piece in Demi's hand, the 1 foot by 1 foot square.
It's the only one she can hold. I'm helping.
Is that person with the screw?
I'm holding a handful of screws, handing.
I got this one. That's what I got.
Yeah, I will sort and hand you whatever you need.
It kind of glances up at you, Sunshine.
I think I grouped all of these on accident.
Oh!
Ah.
Okay.
Help!
Sorry. No.
I got y'all. Boom. Yeah, you got it. Boom, boom.
You're okay with us doing this, then?
It kind of shifts past and sits down facing the door. And you see it open its mouth and kind of sweep forward slightly and pull back as if gesturing. If something comes through, it can guard the gate for a time.
I'm grateful for you.
It's sort of this mutual nod back, as if the feeling is mutual. I used to use mutual in the same sentence twice because I'm good at English.
Brilliant.
All right. That means... Oh, sorry, Button.
Sorry, was this piece already here?
I think the group... it was not
right there.
That has not been placed yet. Let me see if I can get to it.
Why are people moving my piece out? No,
I
was making a bit. I was doing a bit.
Do the bit.
You can remove our access to the pieces that are already placed.
What a good idea. Why are you so big brain all the time?
You got a big brain?
Got a good brain.
Is that what they're calling it nowadays?
It's big and green.
Oh my God.
Get out!
Oh, good lord.
Let me just... I'm moving that for my reference. All right, Baldur, we are back to you. I got wood.
Now's my time to betray the party. I mean, put another piece in the door. Yeah.
Betray the party after the god shows up.
And athletics. Yeah, that'd be a really incredible plan on my part. Oh, look, there's a god. Now is my time to unleash
look up at Sardy and you give each other the look.
And then I say roll initiative.
Oh, no.
Natural 20 for a 26.
Wow.
26.
No help needed this time around.
I think he'll just look at the group and he'll be like he'll offer to Monkey Mortin, just like, help me. Yeah. And then he'll move this piece here.
Oh!
Does seem to be a solid fit. Sorry, guys. I can remove your access, but not my own.
And that is my move, knight to b4.
Okay. Another piece successfully placed. Zahl, what do you got for me, my friend?
I think so. One thing I was going to say, because this is, since you said it was like 10 minutes of time, I imagine Zahl is finding a piece, finding where it goes, going big, picking up, putting it in place, and then going back to being small again because I can only sustain it for a minute.
Oh, you're going to say you're shifting.
And so it's like, okay, this piece, that Ashi.
So you have no more of those for the rest of the day.
He's going every time he moves a piece. He's going big, moving the piece, putting it in spot, stepping back, going back down to being small, and looking at another piece and being like, okay, I think that's. So if he screws up, it's gonna be great. He's probably gonna have no one of these at the end of the day. It's gonna be great.
Roll that athletics for me, Boo.
You got it.
Please.
Going big.
Jenny
That's
Fancy,
a 14.
A 14?
Yeah.
That is a failure, unfortunately.
Levitate.
Okay, as you get it, you are able to lift it, but as you kind of begin to wobble and waver and drop it, boom! Sunshine catches this rock. And
this is really easy.
It just catches before it hits the ground, kind of floating directly in front of you.
Thank you.
Sure thing.
And I am going to. Where did it move to? Oh no! I had one, and I was all prepared.
Uh-oh.
I felt good about life. This was the one, actually.
You got that one right there? Okay.
Yeah. Puts it in.
Where are you putting it? It levitates, making this easier. Oh, what a perfect fit!
Oh my god.
Bravo. This party's so smart. Good.
It got put really high up, so all I could see was the bottom sliver of it for a second. I was like, oh no, wait, I had one in mind. Oh wait, no. No, my brain. This is
Mortin,
fair.
friend, you're up.
Saul gets back
All
small
right.
again.
Yeah. 23.
That will do it.
Oh god, here we go. I think this one goes right here.
You're ridiculous.
Do you mind if I add some narrative
Sure.
element to this?
Yeah.
As you pick it up like directly above your head, you hold it directly above your head, and this is a massive piece. It's about 10 feet tall and about like 6 inches deep, and you're wobbling back and forth. And as you kind of begin to tumble towards the door to crash into it, you kind of just go, "Huh," and it fits perfectly in, like slotting.
Yeah,
into
just
place.
resting it there, and then it turns out to be the right place. I'm like, just stay really proud.
Bravo, my friend. Okay. So after about another 10 minutes, you have most of this door looking quite complete now. With that, anyone wants to do anything? You see now that Serdawir Sunshine is keeping a vigil, both on the door and the space around you, seemingly looking for unseen threats in the beyond. Okay.
I know there are... Sorry, they do want to say to Serdawir really quick.
Please.
There are things on the other side of this door that are not knocks, and that may end up being a problem even after he is handled. I don't think that means we shouldn't handle it.
There's sort of a pensive nod at that. And the kind of brush begins to flick, and in light it draws like devils and angels and like all these different figures from history. You guys kind of see in this neon techno-glowing paint that just lights the air and kind of leaves this visual bright burn into the sky around you. These very strange figures. They're kind of more stick figures, but it's all one of them kind of looks like an Archon style. As it kind of paints it.
Drawing my mom.
Is that dragon god painting?
Yes, he doesn't talk.
Why is he drawing my mom then?
She's one of the problems on the other side of the door.
Okay, that's rude. You fully have met her before.
I don't know if you remember our
nice
meeting.
People can be
kind
problems. We are
Yes.
all problems and perfectly nice people.
Yeah, that's valid.
That's such a valid
That's
statement.
very valid.
So, listen, we're the problems on the other side of the door, so.
This works perfectly. 3 rounds of putting things in the door and then a little role play. I adore it. All right, Baldur, you're up, my friend.
I'm so sorry. I did just move one. Can Sunshine have floated up with the smallest of the pieces to kind of stick it there?
I think Demi has the smallest, but yeah, you can go
the,
ahead and
sorry, the one that was the smallest on the board.
I would still love for you to make an athletics check for me, yes.
I am the weak bitch. It me.
27.
Yeah, you got this. Easy enough to lift the
We're
smallest
building
one.
a door and I'm holding the knob of the door.
For the bigger pieces, Sunshine, it's more a matter of scalability with your current size than it is your ability to lift. You look at some of them and you're like, I could do that if it wasn't so awkward. It's like moving a refrigerator.
Yeah.
Or a desk.
More so, or a desk through cramped hallways. Okay. Baldur, my friend, you are up.
9.
Not gonna happen.
That makes sense.
I will say, as you begin to drop this, Sunshine, because you were placing and you've already used your held levitate, I will give one other person a chance to react to Demi. You
Levitate.
Oh, motherfucker!
Where's my lyre? So I see Sunshine has their hands full, and I go, oh wait, oh no, fuck! It's just like one little string, like.
Baldur just sort of sad bears toward everybody. I'm sorry.
Oh, fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I did it less than like 10 minutes
I
ago.
couldn't do it. It's fine.
Right. You are saved by your companions. Please place your piece.
Well, hell, I'm gonna put that one.
Damn.
Looks like a good fit.
Adam, there's 2 pieces left.
I believe in your ability of deduction, Adam. I do.
All right, Adam,
I don't know
you're
if
up.
I believe in Zahl's ability.
I'm the one who has to worry
Can
about
you
fucking up.
imagine if you guys were doing intelligence checks with these strength checks?
Boy, howdy. I would be failing every single one of them.
Demi's here guiding and had a good perception, so I'm not making you all do that.
With my fuck up, can I just sort of like trace the bottom of the door and just like, just in case?
I think 100%. Zahl's doing the thing. He's like, okay. Even though there's 2 pieces left, he keeps on just like pointing back. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it.
I only had one of those. So.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
That is a 16.
A 16 just gets you.
Oh.
It is a bit of a struggle.
I'm gonna put the lower one in because I don't think I could reach the top one easy.
Yeah, you need Mortin for that top piece. Mortin's putting the crown on the Christmas tree, so to speak. Mortin, it's you, bud. You got the last piece.
I offer myself
Roll
as a
that
step
up.
stool.
Okay, Baldur gets on his knees. Make an athletics check for me.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. 26.
All right, you bastard. Yes.
Thank you. I don't know.
All right.
Honestly, I can't move that piece. That's why I was saying.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's the one I think earlier I said I can't move.
Sean, where do you want me to put it? Like right here?
Yeah, that's perfect.
I've broken the whole puzzle.
This is.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
I'm gonna lose my fucking marbles. This is so infuriating.
I'm
Watching
so
the entire
sorry.
puzzle get torn apart. This is living with 5 siblings again. I want to lose. Oh no!
You're activating my CCD.
You're activating my bad childhood. Help me.
Josh,
Why do you have to move every piece?
They're all above the one. Wait, I have an idea.
Well, this is something.
Send them all to the back.
That's what I'm doing.
Sirtaware
I
is
have to
like,
figure-
hold on, let me help out, and then fucks up the entire puzzle.
One
It's
goes
like
into
when
the
my
last
God.
in.
It's like a cat's tail and a puzzle on a kitchen table. Just
Morton puts the last piece in and it slides and like all the other pieces start falling out, so he's like grabbing them and trying to shoot them.
No.
Oh no.
The move back to the back does not help. Oh my god, I fucking hate you.
We use our imagination.
Guys, the
It
door
looks
is...
like a penis.
You did it. It's wonderful. Everything fits great.
Wow.
Everything is working.
Guys, I'm so sorry to rub you.
Cut the stream. Cut the stream out. Cut the stream.
No, I'm gonna let this play out.
I deserve this.
I'm gonna see how this goes.
I am sorry to rob you of
I went
this.
from having a bad time to having a very good time. Josh, please continue to rub me.
I really enjoy you saying that while you're like
Lovely.
this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a very big power move.
Thanks.
It's so weird watching Josh play with himself.
God damn it. I hate myself. Guys, you get the idea. The door comes together perfectly.
Door's great.
It doesn't look like this.
Except that one little
The content
I'm
warning,
holding.
Peter.
Oh my
Incredible.
god.
If you squint, it kind of looks like a full door. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you've done it.
Thanks.
Demi pulls this last little piece, which seems to be like a chunk that has fallen away from the side of the door frame in your hand.
Okay. I look up at Mortin. Mortin, if you please, can I get a lift? I'm very short. Is that yes? Yeah, thank you.
Wait, is it at the bottom or at the top?
It's about halfway up.
Yeah, I was just gonna get him to lift me up. And then put it in place.
Okay. Mortin King Kong's, oh my god. Obscure just posted that he's in his Josh cosplay as well, and it's perfection.
Great.
Much love to our mod. Anyway, one of our many wonderful as you are lifted up, you fit this last piece in, and you kind of look back. The door now is all the pieces assembled. These kind of orange cracks with the light are still there, though much smaller. The damage and break is still there, but all the pieces have been returned to the... Burn! All down!
Oh, no.
You spend another 30 minutes putting it all back together, and once again have a complete door.
Does anyone have any idea, now?
Where?
All in place.
Punch through it.
Does it look like there's a visible way to open it?
Was the last piece the doorbell?
Or the knocker?
Bing bong.
The face of this door are these kind of ornate lines. Make an investigation check for me, whomever is looking at it.
Okay.
Whoever taking a look, see.
Oh!
That is
Investigation, you said?
Yeah.
27.
12.
19.
12, 19.
1.
I am thick, but also big brain.
I'm
9.
thinking it has nothing to do with my intelligence.
Okay. Balder.
Yeah.
As you're looking at this, it is very hard to tell with the damage that has been done. But positioned across the door are these icons.
Oh.
Little scrawlings all across the length of it. You see these lines tracing between each of these icons, one near the top, one near the side. There are quite a few of them. Each one seems to represent some sort of iconography or something. Give me a second here.
Sure. And while he's investigating this, he is just reiterating back to everybody what he's seeing.
Right.
What? Oh, yep.
You see one that looks like an anchor. One that looks like a belt.
I move out of the way for sunshine.
One that looks like a coin. One that looks like a rock. One that looks like a gull. One that looks like a fisher. Crown and a dagger.
So there's that.
And there are these intricate threads of line carved into the stone, connecting every single one of these to each other.
That's fucking cool, Josh.
Oh.
It starts with the anchor. Kind of really quick, because I don't know if we'll get sucked in or something beforehand. Thank you, Serdwir. Said it plenty of times to the stars, and I finally get to say it to your face.
If we're gonna get sucked in, one thing I want to do quickly, if you guys are cool with it, before we
Sardawir does kind of bob in response to you, Sunshine, and again the brush comes up, kind of bops you on the top of the head. This like strand of this strange sort of astral star brush kind of flops almost like a mop over your head and kind of
paint
whips like... backwards. Yeah, there's neon paint all over the top of your head.
Okay, why did you?
I love this.
Zahl is going to take a knee with the anchor out. Right, so we've been told many times that it's hard to get messages out from inside of the wherever this door takes us, so I figured I'd do it now. And he closes his eyes. Hebdomat? Think this is it. This is the one I asked for. Okay. I asked for a favor in this last moment before we went into this fight. I know it's hard to reach me on the other side, so figured I'd ask now. While you still have a very healthy connection to me. Let's hope maybe you'll honor that.
On?
It's like a strange wording, doesn't it?
What is the favor you're asking for?
He is asking... because it's what he said to the Hebdomat was the boost that Sophia gave them during the Seth fight.
Interesting. Okay.
So it was the wording that he said during the court case.
So you kneel.
Mm-hmm.
You begin to sort of pray in this off chant that is more of a like, "Hey, bud, you owe me one."
Hey, pimpling Hebdomat, help me out, bud. Like.
You all watch as you sit here, Sunshine, as you prepare to enter in what you believe to be the path for this door. The Ostis anchor begins to glow, a bright light. And you see Sardawir kind of take a step back as this light begins to spread outwards in this sort of spinning, cracking series of glass lines, reaching out across kind of the space around Zahl. And then it reaches out under Mortin's feet as he shrinks back down into Mortin's size. Under Demi's feet, under Sunshine's feet, and under Baldur's. Do you all accept this blessing being provided?
Hell no. Get that shit away from me.
Yes.
You see, as you both all sort of embrace it, this golden light seeps up through you, and you feel that bolstering from back when you fought against Seth, Niemedio Jungle, resuffuse your form.
This feels completely new.
All right, Mortin wasn't there, Baldur wasn't there, but a few of you recall.
I actually, neither of my characters ever got that blessing.
Oh, yeah, because... Whoopsie.
Here you are.
Something unique for Sean. Hey, first time, bud.
Welcome hey, this is awesome.
Amazing.
And I think as Zahl, like, opens his eyes finally after kneeling, he, like, sees that it all worked, and he's like, thank you. I really was hoping about this one. I really appreciate it. I'll come visit sometime. If you want something for the Prime material, just let me know. Thank you. And like stands back up.
As you stand, the Ostis anchor continues to glow the color of this light, seeming to be the source of this blessing.
Oh, cool. Gotcha. Won't lose it.
Don't lose that shit.
Wasn't planning on it.
Oh shit! It falls through the floor.
It falls into the crack in the door and it's gone forever.
So Rick takes it and flies away.
So it's like yoink, and just leaves.
While Zahl was praying, can I walk over to Sunshine? Say, hey, you mind if I try something?
I don't mind at all.
All right. And he will just sort of place the thumb against the center of your head and just sort of focus for a second, probably about a minute. And in your starry form, a series of stars appear in a constellation that resembles an eye as he casts Foresight on you.
Nice.
Holy fucking shit.
So.
I've never actually seen Foresight be cast in a game before, though.
Fuck yeah.
For the next 8 hours, you can see just slightly into the future. For the duration, you can't be surprised. You have advantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. and every creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against you.
This party is so fucking buffed. God, that's good. 8 hours.
Martin, thank
Just
you.
fight a god, and we
No
said
worries.
okay.
There's this strange kind of sitting over your fort is like this kind of eye mark. Is that correct? Or what's
It's like
what
a constellation,
Oh,
like
a
the lines between
constellation.
stars made in the shape of an eye.
Oh, that's so good.
That's amazing. You are
Bravo,
too
guys.
kind.
I hope it helps.
Sunshine, as you kind of cast your glance around you, there's just a slight patterning of everything. Demi goes to kind of brush her hair back, and you see her do it, and then she does it again. And it takes you a moment to discern that there is this almost like reflection of what is about to happen manifesting in your eyes before you.
You're going to see that a lot.
This is so cool!
Just multiple versions of
Martin,
Demi
have you
doing
ever
this.
experienced this?
I have not actually tried that on myself.
After all of this, I think you should.
I hope to. But I figured you can make better use of it for this time.
All right.
Right.
So, can they have been, also, while other things were going on, can they have cast Detect Magic on, not the entire door, obviously, it's magical, but on the constellations themselves, the anchor, the belt, the coin, to see if they can, like, traverse the patterns that they do in the material plane's night sky?
Interesting. So as you cast Detect Magic, you see a lot of magic coming from this door, and from Saraduir, and from your forehead, and from you, and from all of your friends. There's magic fucking everywhere. You're a 17th level party.
What?
However, that doesn't stop you from being able to ascertain different magics in spaces. As you look at the patterns, each one glows its own sort of radiant light. But there doesn't seem to be like an indicated pattern. Make an investigation check for me.
I have advantage on now. 15. I'm not smart.
15. The best you can tell is the navigator's story.
Mm-hmm.
There's no specific line marcated by the magic itself. It's all magic signatures coming off as if ready to read a pattern.
So I think they begin to tell the story, which is this beautiful story that Josh wrote.
Well, and I will say for you, as you begin to start, before you do suddenly see, as you reach out before yourself, you see your own form, and it shifts and traces the pattern, and the first line successfully connects as Mortin's foresight feeds back, even before you've done it, the pattern.
That's amazing. And I imagine it does follow the story.
I don't know what just happened.
It's at least the first one. It is not long enough for it to give you the whole thing, but at least the first one, yes.
The stars weighed anchor at the very beginning, and this constellation, they point to the constellation of the anchor, fell into the night sky. Where it landed, it bedded deep, and since then has never moved. And then they trace it, like, locking into place.
You see as this line of light manifests following the trace that you leave with your finger. This channel running between the anchor and
the belt. As the season progresses, the belt moves away from its position. The story goes that the stars weighed anchor and strapped a belt upon themselves, for they had much to carry. Stars then began to wade across the night sky. And they trace its wading through the astral sea across this door to the coin. I'm blind. I'm so sorry.
You're doing great.
As the stars crossed the night sky, they dropped a coin from their belt to help them find their way back. And then they trace this coin falling similarly to the anchor. And it leads to the rock. This constellation moves, starts as a pillar, then crumbles, and then reforms itself. Story tells that as the stars stepped upon the mighty rock, it began to crumble beneath them, and the stars leapt from the rock, and they trace this crumbling and leaping to the gull. This constellation begins the western horizon. It is said that the story of the stars leaps from the crumbling rock, and they reached out toward the gull as it swept across the sky, but they could not reach it. And they trace the gull's progression and the stars parting from it until the stars land at the fissure. Fishermen, present for the stars as they, tired along their journey, stop to rest with him and share the tales of what they have seen. He then watches them as they continue on their journey, and they trace progression to the crown. Story goes that the stars came across a group of mortals who crowned themselves as gods. They blink for a minute. They're like, oh. It consists of 7 stars forming a crown with 3 pinnacles. And they trace to the dagger. The story goes that the mortals turned on the stars, stabbing them and causing the crown to topple. Stars fled back to where they had anchored, and they lead from the dagger back to the anchor.
As you complete this pattern, this sweeping and diving shift that isn't a circular pattern in this representation in the door, but these bounds across, up, and down with the leaps and flows of the story, you see as this glowing light kind of traces the story. And as the loop is closed, the wounds on the door, that glowing orange light, begins to seep back into the door as the light from the lines begins to spread outwards, manifesting across the surface and sealing over. As the light reaches the cracks, they begin to reform and fill. And the door begins to shift and mend and meld back into a singular solid surface. Sitting before you now, sit the points of the constellation, still lit with the glowing tracks of the light all along it, as the door itself appears to have been repaired.
While that was happening, because it was beautiful and I didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah, bud, what you got?
Can I make my way over to Balder?
Absolutely.
Just place a hand on his shoulder and say, hey, mind if I do a little something?
Balder is visibly taken aback by all this. He's crying openly. He's like, yeah, of course. I trust you with anything, pal.
Over the course of the story being told and the lights sort of suffusing over the wall, he will cast Freedom of Movement. And then for the rest of the minute, he will cast Regenerate. So for the next hour, you will regain a hit point at the beginning of every one of your turns. Just in case things go bad.
And Freedom of Movement, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if everybody could do me a solid and definitely document all of these buffs.
I'm keeping track.
Okay.
Oh, you're the
At
best.
least on
Thank
my
you.
side, so.
Thank you
I should
guys.
be able
I
to help.
appreciate it.
I think if Mortin lets him, Balder will just pull him into a hug.
Of course.
I forget what we get for Sophie.
I'll explain it in a little bit. I gotta go back and check the list.
I got you. He'll embrace you back in the hug and say, we're coming home.
Thank you, Mortin.
Anytime. Hero's Feast is advantage on wisdom saves, immunity to fear, immunity to poison, and the temporary hit points. I believe that's it, but I'll double check.
That is correct, yes. And then you will have Sophia's boon as well.
Disease.
Sunshine has foresight, or disease, if you want to call it that. And Balder, you have freedom of movement and regeneration.
Yeah, sure do. I'm weeping like a baby.
Oh.
Shit.
Anything else anyone wants to do while Sunshine is narrating this story out loud?
I gotta no.
You're welcome to. There's time.
Yeah, no. I got everything done.
I think Zahl would make his way over to Demi at a certain point. And just honestly, I think he would just hug her. Because this is what they've been working towards. And I think you'd see Zahl pull away, wiping some tears off his face, and just go, all right, you're going to get back and you're going to be a fucking great captain. We're going to do this.
I'm going to get back and I'm already a great captain, but thank you.
That is also true. Yep. Let's do this for everybody that we lost.
Yes. And for everyone I'm not interested in losing.
Yeah. And just steps back, ready to go.
I think Sorry.
Have at it.
No, I thought I cut Adam off.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I was taking an in-breath.
Got it. Sorry. I think just after that embrace with Mortin, he'll sort of just survey this group of incredible people. Thank you, all of you, for making my life a brighter place. I hope to help make this world a brighter one with you.
You already have.
And we're going to keep doing
Very
that.
true.
Amen.
I have no plans of losing any more friends. So.
Well, forward then, right?
Let's do this shit.
Once more into the breach.
Once more through a door.
Winston Churchill.
Are we kicking
Yeah.
this?
I don't know who that is. Sorry. I came up with that actually as my quote.
Mortin,
Cannon?
Cannon.
Mortin starts smoking cigars.
My favorite alcoholic.
Fight back against the diet overload.
Sorry, Churchill jokes get me.
I was praying that was Churchill.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you step towards the goal, or the door, with your goal in mind, the halls of Nox. As you approach, the surface with this celestial navigator's tail imbued upon it begins to shift into this glowing, radiant, shimmering pool before you. Sarah DeWeer, this deific figure from beyond this existence, watches intently as the five of you step towards the door. And that, my friends, is where we're going to end today's session.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh.
Fade to
So
black,
I
into the
think
campaign.
we're
Good
at
job.
the
That's it.
Adam.
Bye, everybody. See
Yeah,
you next
end of the
time.
campaign, you never find out what happens.
That's it. If you want to find out what happens, be here next week when
Next
our
Saturday.
friends dive into the halls of Nox.
Well, cannonball, a splash.
You're right. Make a big splash, my friends. Look at y'all going straight through the front fucking door. I wasn't sure if you were going to take that route. My God, I love this.
What's up, Nox, you fat bitch? It's time to go.
I'm
It's
here to
been
kill
great.
you.
I'm selling Girl Scout cookies.
We need to remember the first episode where we walked in just kicking down doors, and now we're 90 episodes later being like, hey!
I'm on the lookout for badgers constantly.
Large weasels.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
Guys,
The
this means
giant
I'm gonna take
weasel.
myself out during the fight, so watch out for that moment.
Oh, my Lord. Wow. Josh, you did a phenomenal job. As Askir said, you're all wonderful, talented people. Every single Josh here has incredible skill. Guys, we're going to rate somebody here in a second. All these raiders just joined us. We're going to pass the love along.
Oh,
But
I
before
forgot
we
to
do-
say we all level up. So go ahead and add that to your character sheet.
Thanks, Josh. Thanks for the level. bud.
That's so good.
And
Thanks,
take care.
Josh.
Josh.
Looking out for you
Actually, you know
guys.
what?
You
You know
earned
what,
it.
guys?
You earned
I've
it. You
decided-
solved my door puzzle.
You know, I did decide I'm going to give you guys 3 levels, so level 20.
Yeah. Oh my god, level 20?
Yeah.
That's so kind of you, Josh.
I should have ended it here.
Well, it's too late. We said see you next Saturday, so
shame on me.
It's on the schedule.
These Joshes couldn't have been brought to you without our fantastic sponsors over at Soundtail. If you want ambiance for your games, you can get a copy of Soundtail. It is phenomenal, just peer-to-peer sharing. You can put it on all kinds of mobile devices. We highly recommend it. They've been with us since the beginning, and they really make and elevate our games. We would be lost without Soundtail. Parker, over to you.
I'm going to remind you guys that we're affiliated with Found Familiar Coffee. If you'd like to taste Initiative and enjoy some D&D inspired coffee, you can use our code or the link in chat for 10% off. We're also affiliated with Crafty Gamers. They have lots of fun things on their website, but my favorite is their immersion line of candles, Aromas of Adventure. So go check them out using the link or the code in chat so you can save some money on cool things. Also that Dungeon Master thing that I handed to Josh because I don't DM. So yeah.
You too.
That's it. I mean, sometimes. It's a rare occasion.
Sean, over to you, my friend.
I would like to thank all my fantastic, wonderful moderators here on the channel.
Captain Crail, I didn't know you were with us.
Oh my
What
god.
are you doing?
Captain Crail? The Captain Crail?
Gamers!
I would like to thank all of our moderators for the channel for doing such a fantastic job. Special thanks to Community M, who, in addition to being on the stream, also did a lot of the moderating here. Fantastic person.
Yeah.
Can't do the stream without you. We also had Obscure for the World and Stormcaller hanging out with us in chat. Thank you guys very much. You allow us to, put on the show for you, and we very much appreciate that. So,
I want to do one final last little thank you, and it's going to be the second one for Commune here. But
Yeah.
Commune, for the last few sessions, has been running AV. I don't know if you guys know how miserably hard it is to run AV and DM a session simultaneously. It's a very difficult feat. There are a few of us here who have experienced it before. Alec has taken that weight off my shoulders by doing this for us, and we very much appreciate that. So thank you, Alec, for doing it.
You deserve to be deep in your world and focusing on that, so I'm happy to help.
That was adorable.
Thank you, Bibby. Love you, bud. With that, my friends, we're gonna raid somebody. Stick with us. We'll be back tomorrow for Roundtable. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Next tomorrow.
Bye.